Okay, I think I'm live. ATF Media, Championship Wrestling from Jeremy. Vinny Slugga, good morning. Welcome to the stream. I will be here tomorrow for Boit Watch, and then I'll be here Monday for volume, or what is it? Luke West, Doomer Dossier, Part 2, Joker arc, maybe. And let's see, then I won't be here Tuesday or Wednesday, but Tuesday I'll be over on Twitch. We're gonna watch Deadliest Warrior and UFC 2, the second UFC, and then I'll probably be there on Wednesday as well. And then Thursday we'll be back here for prime time and the rest of the late week schedule. What's up, Dadinsky? What's up, Randy Wanzer? So that's a look at the upcoming content. But anyway, today we've got CWA Championship Wrestling from January 16th in Memphis, 1988. Let's just jump into it.
Championship Wrestling, David. Howdy.
Oh, we're ready today. Hello, got Manny Fernandez coming in here to get things started today. Raging Bull. A little bit later on, boy, what a tag team. T. Joe Khan teamed up with Jimmy Jack Funk in a tag team.
Oh my God, Jimmy Jack Funk again.
Jeff Jarrett will be here a little bit later on. The Midnight Rockers come along, and we'll be looking at Big Scott Hall team with Billy Travis in the expiration of time match. They are going against a brand new team in the territory, the Power Twins, very large ones.
Yes, sir. We'll have an opportunity to see them for the very first time. Hey, listen, also some news that I got in regards to our Renegade Rampage. It's getting underway. We will have our first Renegade Rampage match, 4 points, next week on our Championship Wrestling. So that's in the offing coming up. Manny Fernandez.
No, I've been streaming over on Twitch for a while now, just because YouTube is so restrictive on what you can show. So, like, we've been watching, like, WWF wrestling and regular movies over on Twitch. Like, there's just so much shit you can't stream here for some reason. Well, for copyright reasons. Dave Brown? He probably died 20 years ago. I can also do like kind of like stream of consciousness streams over there where like we don't have to have the entire stream planned out like I do here. Like we just started watching old Hulk Hogan Saturday night's main event matches, and then we ended up watching like a couples court. So you can do pretty much anything over there as long as it's not like political based. We definitely couldn't watch complete UFC shows here, unfortunately. What's up? It's me.
It's one fall, 10-minute time limit match. Introducing out of Dallas, Texas, at 205
Rodney
pounds.
Napper.
Rodney Napper, and going against him from Texas at 250 pounds, Manny Fernandez. This
Good
match
Lord.
One fall, 10-minute time limit.
Virgil tights.
Says, let's go.
Napper's got that low center of gravity, and it's even lower right now because Manny takes him down to the deck, and he goes astride, waits till Napper comes back up. Rodney Napper, tough introduction to Championship Wrestling, going against the Raging Bull, stepped in behind him and dumped him down. Interesting event occurred in a match last week, Dave, and that was when Manny was going against Billy Travis. Had a whale of a match going. And Hector Guerrero comes down, and he sticks his two nickels worth in there and nailed Billy, I think, with a chain or something like that. Anyhow, he put Billy down. Manny got the win on it. And
man, I love that backdrop back there.
Guerrero, he didn't apparently know that Manny was going to be, that Hector was going to be around or anything.
Jeez.
Such a strange, unpredictable guy.
Boy, I tell you, yeah, you don't want to get Manny unhappy at you.
It's becoming a movement.
Mr. Napper right now not having a very good day. Boy, a rude introduction to Championship Wrestling. Manny Fernandez, lower part of the leg. He got him with it.
We need a compilation of all of the EFD 306 stuff set to that song, The Voice. Remember that song?
Rodney Napper giving a good effort here, but just so far overmatched by the Raging Bull. Minute and a half gone in the match. 10 minutes the time limit.
Fernandez totally dominant in the match against Rodney Napper. Headbutts him and busts him down on the mat, as he has been throughout most of it. He shoots an elbow in there. Doesn't phase the bull. And the bull.
Oh, and also I talked about it yesterday, but then I got high and forgot to make the post. But if you're a member, not this Saturday is Boyd Watch tomorrow, but next Saturday is going to be. You can comment on a members post I'm going to make today if you have a video like 10 minutes ish that you want me to watch. But I'll put it in the members section, and the stream will be public for everybody, but like the actual videos picked will be from members.
Bull comes back and rips him.
I haven't done. I keep neglecting the members area.
Catches him with that back kick. Boom, and Napper down on the deck again. Rodney Napper, 1 fall, 10-minute time limit match, and it has been all Fernandez. As again, he rips a right hand and down goes Napper again. Pulls himself up on the ropes. And a Raging Bull whips him across the ring. Whoa. Napper was trying to make a move out of the way.
And there's really no limits on the video, especially if it's already on YouTube, as long as it's not like something that I know is going to get hit by copyright. But like if you think that there would be, there's something you want to send that you're not sure if it is or not, I can always just upload it myself and then see what it triggers. See if it triggers it or not.
1, 2, 3, and that's all, friends.
Ooh, 2 minutes, 24 seconds. Manny Fernandez takes the victory in convincing fashion here over Rodney.
It doesn't have to be Boyd. It could be anything.
Napper, I'm looking at him. He just barely is making it out of that ring. Referee Jerry Calhoun helping him on his feet. As Manny walks away with a very convincing, as you said, match. That one was not very long. What would you say it was? 2:24. Let's go ahead and we'll get our next one.
Highest I've ever been. Probably like gosh, I took 1,000 and then I took 500 and then I kept smoking the whole time. That was probably pretty far up there, but I mean, edibles to me I don't do edibles very like all that often, but they're get me like way higher than flower, so it'd have to be like an edible related high for sure.
Underway here and get off with a segment. Here comes Jimmy Jack Funk out. He and T-Joe Khan are going to be in our next bout.
I used to take a bunch of edibles and then go to Amish country. Just hang out, talk to them. Go to all the weird stores where you can buy like Tide in bulk. Bunch of sissies.
Lawler, sissy, Jarrett, sissy, Dundee, sissy, Billy, Travis.
I mean, I feel like with indica, as long as you're not driving, there's really nothing and you're not operating like heavy machinery. I don't really think there's anything like wrong. Like, I don't think anything could really happen to you. You could fall asleep, I guess. I don't think I've had nice sativa. If you're sensitive to it, I could see it like raising your anxiety levels and maybe put you into a panic attack. But I don't really know what could go wrong with indica other than like maybe you just fall asleep. But really, if you're in a situation where you're taking heavy indica, are you really going to be upset if you take a really good nap? Have I ever smoked big doinks in Amish country? Probably. I mean, yeah. I don't know if I don't know actually, because I normally get high and then go do stuff, but I know some of those trips I probably not a big doink, probably like a dry herb vape maybe. Or like a vape, probably. I don't think I've really smoked joints in public. It's kind of, I don't want to attract negative attention.
Yeah, but okay. Jimmy Jack Funk, T-Joe Khan, they're coming in, Jimmy Jack. You guys get up and get ready for it, and we'll be ready to go here as Jimmy Jack Funk and T-Joe Khan will be going, well, here are the introductions.
Moon? Oh, absolutely.
This match is going to be a 1-fall, 10-minute time limit. Out of Arkansas, the Wilson
Smoke doinks at any match? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, how can you not?
Across the way, from Amarillo, Texas, Jimmy Jack Funk. From Singapore, Tijo Khan.
But usually, like, I'll get high, or I'll, like, take the edibles or whatever, and then I'll go and do something. I typically don't, like, get high at the thing. Especially if it's, like, you don't want to, like, cause problems for people or anything. Make a scene.
Grabbing the Wilson brothers. One of them, Benny, thrown out of the ring. David being worked on by Khan.
Boy, it is a four-man match from the very before the opening bell as Jimmy Jack slams Benny down on the floor, and Tijo goes for the other Wilson brother, picks him up, just holds him in
Well,
the
if you
air.
tell Doink no, he chases you around the ring like he did Hacksaw Jim Duggan trying to kill you.
Across the knee. Oh, boy, I'll tell you. We started out with Rodney Napper.
I'm smoking Blackberry Moon Rocks right now, but they're not Moon Rocks. That's just the strain. They're not like the cool keef-coated, concentrate-coated weed, unfortunately.
The tough chore of handling the Raging Bull, and now the Wilson brothers are in there, and Benny and David have got the problem of having to deal
Stinky
with a very
Brew.
large physical team, and also nasty.
How is Stinky Brew?
Jimmy Jack Funk and Tijo
I haven't seen him
Khan.
for a minute.
Slams the shoulder into the knee and won't pin him. I believe he had him right there, Dave.
Yeah, I think he probably could have gotten a 3 count. He wouldn't go for it.
Turns it over to Tijo Khan, and Tijo just cuts loose on him. Boy, what an upper body this guy has got. Singapore is his home base as he plows a chop right in.
Doink versus
to
Crush.
Wilson and takes him to the corner to tag the brother.
Absolutely.
They want to share the misery, I guess. I don't know.
He's stinky. We watched over on Twitch one time the Evil Doink
Nailed from outside on the
saga.
apron.
It's like an hour and a half long.
Back over to the corner, makes the tag, and here's Jimmy Jack Funk. Funk weighs in at about 260.
I'm drinking this infused seltzer. It doesn't taste bad, but like seltzer isn't really like,
Boy, over here it hurt me. I'm telling you, they ripped him with that.
I don't know how to
double
explain it.
clothesline
Not very
in there.
hydrating.
Did not go for a pin.
Slamming him with that chop and poke to the neck. This will be it. Yeah.
You should.
Mercifully, Tijo decided to go for the pin at that point. He finished it off with that jab, that swinging jab.
I saw Hannibal's got a new interview with Coco Beware.
Corner takes care of the other brother. Uh-oh.
That's got to be good.
Cowbell and the rope.
They just keep it on. Jimmy Jack Funk and Tijo Khan. They turn it in from a win to a massacre in there. Yeah, well,
Remember when Bethadone got mad in the chat when I wouldn't ship her drugs across the border? She was like, Mark, you just don't know anything about international drug trafficking.
it's always nice to see him leave. That's the most pleasant time about those guys being around, Dave. What was the time?
Time on it
again?
was 2 minutes and 5 seconds, 2:05.
Okay, a couple of opening bouts in there. We've got Jeff Jarrett. Plenty of other action coming up. We'll be to it in just a moment. Okay.
Do I like Hannibal? Like as a what I mean, I would hang. He's an interesting guy. I mean, I don't know how much of a partier he is, but he's okay. I don't have any issues with him. Like, I'm not a fan of his wrestling, but I think he's funny. I mean, I just see him as like as a wrestling journalist at this point. But I mean, he's really funny. You can't help but like laugh at him. He's like, "Hey, today we got the news. Hulk Hogan died. I wrestled Abdullah the Butcher and he gave me hepatitis."
Hey, Wednesday night, not far away, my friend, and you need to notice because we have got plenty of action coming
Buffalo
up.
Beth.
The Coliseum with championship.
She's been on a hard run
We'll
recently.
tell you the whole thing a little bit later. Southern
Sometimes
Tag
her
title-
community page reads like it's a true crime role play or something. she'll be like thinking somebody's following her, and then like she'll panic about it and talk about going to the cops and everything, and then like the very next thing is like she's like, oh, I'm chilling with this new drink I got or whatever.
With a couple of reds, here's a special challenge match with the superstar Bill Dundee.
It'll just be, she'll make an entire community post, it's just all caps, I'm terrified.
Going against Terry Taylor, who was the world TV champ, and he'll be back in here in Evansville for Wednesday night. And listen to this final.
She's a vacuum more. I would agree with that.
Jimmy Jack Funk, T.J. Khan going against Manny Fernandez and Jeff Jarrett. You'll understand it later.
The thing I didn't like about Hannibal is that he always tried, and I mean, I understand why he wanted to do it, but he always wanted to do like worked shoots. Remember, he did one with Lanny Poffo, and he did one with Billy Jack Haynes, and like, I don't know. I mean, his work with Billy Jack Haynes alone, I think, gets him like enough credit to get a pass for being too weird or whatever, but those work shoots, I just didn't care for him.
I cannot believe what has happened here. A guy that I thought would stand by my side until his dying day. The Raging Bull.
I don't know if any of you guys watch 90 Day Fiancé, but I think this guy looks like Tim. He's like this gay guy on 90 Day Fiancé, but he kind of looks like him. I've heard that Torsia has also become increasingly paranoid and started talking about being gang stalked. Oh my God, guys. Oh shit, dude, I'm burying the lead here. So Jimmy tagged me in some recent videos, and I'm going to have to, I want to watch them with you guys, so I'm actually putting it off until tomorrow, but Jimmy got a girl? I mean, he's making videos now with this woman. I don't know who she is. I gotta dive into it, but I was like, I couldn't believe it. I had to do a double take. Oh yeah, I don't think he's a very good interviewer, but hardly any of them are. Like, I think he kind of takes the, what was that guy's name? Rob Feinstein approach, where he just like reads the same exact set of questions to everybody.
Jeff Jarrett and Manny Fernandez lost his guts. He couldn't take it no more. He turned into a sissy lover.
Oh, and then remember he had that incident where he attacked the referee? That was really weird too. That was like kind of seemed pretty psycho. D-Dog only doing shorts of Ruby is fucked up. What do you mean? Like, the only content D-Dog is posting is of Ruby? Or you're saying that, like, you think he's posting Ruby to make Grace jealous, or?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You find out what kind of sissy he is. I'll tell you what. Hey, this is not a sissy. Look at that.
To get a homeless girlfriend with a fat drum? Yeah, and she's a YouTuber. And I just want to say this up front, Fusion Studios does not have the budget to hire an actress to send out to interact with Jimmy. That's not what's happening. We do not have those kind of finances.
He's going to find out what he's done to himself, and we'll never give We're going to be ready to get back in the ring here in just one moment. Before we do, we want to get Jeff Jarrett over.
Oh, boy.
He's got a match coming up with Keith Eric, and Jeff, how you doing?
People really hated my interview. I've read some of the. I went back. I rewatched it because I didn't actually ever go back and watch it. But people really hated my interview with Ben, and I think people for some reason wanted me to talk more or push him more. But it's like, I don't. I don't know what else he could have told us. Like, the shit he was telling us was so unhinged. Why would I cut in on that?
Let me be here today. Hey, listen, I am delighted to have you here. I just wanted to say that, boy, I'll tell you, 1988 has already had some incidents for you as it's gotten underway. You had Hector Guerrero and all kind of lumberjack strap matches. It's just been rough, and
that's right. 87 sure was tough, and I had a lot of tough bouts and a lot of bouts that I remember. But 88 started off, as you said, had some tough matches with Hector Guerrero. That's the first name that comes to my mind because
Jimmy would be a
there's been
funny
others.
A-logger.
That's right, there have been others, but the main guy's been Hector Guerrero. He's out
Well,
here running his mouth.
Ruby's at it again.
He says that we should feel sorry for him or something like that, but I don't feel so sorry for him, man.
Jeff, I know you're not going to particularly enjoy this, but I'm going to do it anyhow. I think one of the things out of '87, Jeff, that was interesting to me, that you were chosen for this beautiful poster that's being distributed.
Oh boy, here we
the
go.
Entire country. Let's take a look now for you folks who have not seen
I don't
it,
think
want you to
so.
see it. Yeah, I'm going to show it. Let's take a look at it right now.
I'm curious though. Dude, Boyd is so lit right now. There's so much stuff I want to watch, but I'm putting it off because I just got to make it to tomorrow. I want to watch it like live for the first time, but like Heathen is popping off. Jimmy's got this new love interest. Lindsay Valandry has gone like nuclear mode. She had a stream recently that made it sound like she was arguing in favor of Scientology, and I don't know if she's still in Scientology or not, but
Blonde hair.
I don't eat Chinese food.
Wow. Now that's a poster.
Like I could have lied, I guess, and but I don't eat it.
To order your Jeff Jarrett poster, call 1-800-336-2600. That's
I didn't say it looked good.
1-800-336-2600.
I said it was
Save
normal
COD
size.
charges by having your credit card ready, or
It's
send
not
a check or money
exceptional.
order in
She
the
doesn't
amount
have
of
an
$10
exceptionally
to
large
Jarrett
head.
Poster, Post Office Box 3020, Cherry Hill, New Jersey 08034.
I mean, a beach
Allow
ball
2
head,
weeks
I
for
think of
delivery.
like, you would like, you know,
Hey, I know.
people would do a double take in public.
He said, don't show it while he was out. No, Jeff, I tell you, how's it feel when you look and you see
He really
something
is.
Like Jimmy Jack, give us a break out here.
That's right, boy. You should be embarrassed having a picture like that.
Fried rice.
National TV. Huh? What do you want? You want all these little kids to look up at you? I'll tell you what.
I've never eaten at like a Chinese restaurant.
All right. A poster for birth control.
A poster for birth control.
The only abortion I know that lived.
Hey, wait, let me tell you something, boy.
Your finger at nobody.
You don't look like a man. You don't smell like a man. You don't walk.
Yeah, I've never had Kung Pao chicken though. I do really like sweet and sour sauce though.
You don't talk like a man, and you damn sure don't dress like a man.
Uh-oh.
Why don't you show everybody how much of a man you are and get up in the ring with me?
Hey, Jimmy Jack, I've never backed down with you before in my entire life, and I'm not going to today.
Have to go to this.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I talked to Brian Turner from Brian Turner VHS Rehab. I told him we watched NWA Top Rope, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I think I was in some of those." And I was like, "Yeah, we were talking about it." And I tried to get him to he talked a little bit, but I wanted him to talk about the Crippler, Jeff Daniels, but he didn't have. He kind of ghosted me after I asked about that guy.
Right, but I've got a scheduled match against Keith Eric. I've never backed down.
Who the hell is Keith?
Many young twinks like Lawler. What's up, F-Wood?
With me. Get in there with the man. Come on.
What's the kayfabe explanation? I'm not sure. I don't know. I remember when they brought him in, when Terry left, I think is when they brought this guy in. So I think he teamed with Dory in WWF, but I don't really remember other than maybe just looking to maybe he had been in the area as a, under a different gimmick, or maybe just to add to the cowboy, give him a cowboy element.
Get in there with you.
He's never said he's afraid.
Oh, shit.
I am telling you one thing. This guy, he not only doesn't have any class, if he does have any, it's all low, but I'll tell you, I'm not sure he's got any brain. Jeff
He doesn't have any
in the ring
class.
with
He
Jimmy
doesn't have any
Jack Funk.
brains.
Jeff was scheduled for another bout. Here comes the referee in there now, so that's okay with me. Fine, we're off and running.
Lalo said he's losing weight after he saw did he look unflattering on the scooter?
Jack Funk who attacked Jeff when his back was turned, hit him with a bell, hit him with a chair, and now he finds him up facing him in there. It's not quite as easy as when the back's turned and you have a chance to jump somebody when they're not expecting it. Jeff Jarrett slamming away with a right hand. We kind of got to say, I'm glad to see Jeff against Jimmy Jack, but not the way it got started in there.
No, it's with Funk hitting him with that cowbell. He's got
wow, what a sell.
Jeff's right eye. Doesn't appear too bad at this point.
Caught him high, nice with a clothesline, and Jimmy Jack Funk rolls to the corner as Jeff Jarrett
Look out,
come
Jeff
up
behind.
Oh, no. Come on.
Joe Khan interfering in the match. That's going to give Jeff a victory, but
I hate,
got to get him out of there.
I mean, honestly, he's not used too bad here. I just really don't like the character, but I didn't care for him in WWF. So I would say Dirty Rhodes is at least entertaining. But like I said, I think Jimmy Jack's doing good in Memphis. I'm a biased observer. I think they're getting I should say, I think they're getting the most they can out of Jimmy Jack Funk with the way they're booking him.
Now that's enough. Let's get some help out here.
Who's this guy?
Okay, come on, Jerry. Get these guys out of there. The match is all. Fernandez rolling Jarrett out.
Oh, Manny Fernandez. Oh, are we going to get a face turn?
Fernandez came in, I thought, boy, that's too much. He just rolled Jeff Jarrett out of the ring, and Joe Khan interfered in there as he came in to pull Manny out of the way. What a surprise.
Well, I've always read, talking about the crowd reaction, like, I've always read and heard in shooting reviews that, like, in '87, all the hot shotting in Memphis kind of was focused on short term, keeping popping the territory basically, and that some of the seeds planted back then bloomed in '88 and led to like things started to take the dive at that in '88 due to events from 1987. Rice patties.
And that cause was the American way. And what you're doing today is you're sticking your nose where it don't belong, because I am a one-on-one man. I've been that way all my life. If I can't get it done by myself, then it won't be done. You understand what I'm saying? Because I am sick and tired of people running around here. And next time you stick your nose where it don't belong, I'm going to show you what this SEAL team's for. Top me, baby. I'll rip you from limb to limb because I believe in one way. Patriotism, and that's what I was given, and that's what I'll totally be. And when I get on
Patriotism.
I will be the most awesome thing you've ever seen today.
Patriotism.
In one-on-one, and I'm sick and tired of a bunch of cowards running around trying to jump on somebody. If you want to jump on somebody when you're good and ready, jump on me.
Another side of me.
What? I can't believe it. Ready? Fernandez, the Raging Bull. He turned 50. He turned 60.
T.J. O'Con is fucking hilarious. What an actor. Oh my God, look at his face.
Take a break. No, we're not getting back here. We're going to take a break. Coming your way with a great card to the convention center at the Western Kentucky State Fairgrounds. Big news, save a buck, get your tickets in advance. Wednesday night, oh boy, Coliseum, Evansville, Indiana. What a night that one's going to be. Gary Young opens up against Rick Nelson. Billy Travis will be going against Max Payne. Then there's going to be a Southern Tag Team title match. 2 referees assigned. The Rockers will be facing Big Scott Hall and the Nightmare Ken Wayne. A special challenge match. Will this be a dandy? Be the former world.
Oh man, Evansville got to see Shawn Michaels against Scott Hall in 1988.
television champion Terry Taylor coming in, challenging the superstar Bill Dundee.
Yeah, man, I really like
Finally,
T.J. Khan.
Yeah. Boy, what
He's
a
not
bout.
bad in the
Listen to
ring
this.
for,
Jimmy
like,
Jack
his
from
type
T.J.
of
Khan
wrestling.
going against the surprising team of Manny Fernandez and Jeff Jarrett. Now, that in itself will be worth the price of admission. Wednesday night to Coliseum. Come on out and be there.
Be there.
Times over the various years that we've seen it. Never have we seen two more fierce competitors than the King, Jerry Lawler, and the superstar, Bill Dundee. And here's the King with that Lord of the Ring ring in hand.
Are we going to get another 20-minute promo battle?
I was going to walk out of the ring with him, right?
In fact, yes.
That's exactly what I told you, and that's exactly what I did. As you can see, I still have this ring. Now, let me just tell you something about our fine friend, Bill Dundee. My pal. Yeah, now look, I know Bill's got a lot of fans. That's true.
Uh-oh, Big Bill, the rats are coming to life.
This ain't no popularity contest. I don't care how popular Bill Dundee is, and I don't really care how popular I am. Because, you see, this is all about winning. It's really not even about this ring. It's all about winning, Lance. He wants to get a win over me so bad he can taste it, and I feel the same way about Bill. Because, you see, even though we've been partners, even though we've held the World Tag Team titles together, there's something deep down inside each one of us that just wants to prove that each one of us is a little bit better than the other one. And it burns that Dundee up that he can't prove it. Now, let me tell you something. Like I said,
you think Jimmy Jack Funk could get into an Eyes Wide Shut party with that mask?
$5,000 check, right? Well, the match is over. I take my ring. I leave the Coliseum. I leave the arena. I take the check. I go back home. I deposit the check in my bank, right? Well, a couple days later, I get a call from my bank. And you know what they tell me, Lance? Our fine friend Bill Dundee has stopped payment on the check.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't end up with the money.
I should have known that was coming. And I should have known that was coming.
Oh, my God.
Of Bill Dundee, here he comes out here now. He looks relatively pleased with himself. Bill, there's been the accusation made. Jerry wins the match, takes the ring. No, Jerry.
I don't want to say any names because they're sensitive about it, but there was a Boyd performer who wore a mask like that in a video, that kind of like Jimmy Jack's. Hers was like more ornate, I guess, but similar concept.
He didn't win the match. Referee won the match. He was knocked out, laying out there. I count 107.
I gotta tell you, man, I love this angle. Lawler and Dundee just work so well together, but even though this is it's a real talk-heavy angle, I just think it's really fun.
22 and the referee wouldn't count. Now,
especially Bill Dundee's really hamming it up.
I was going to do it, and I did it. And the guy could have counted to 78, and he wouldn't have got up, and I won. He stole
Hey,
the
Dave's
check.
channel.
You handed it to him, and he pitter-pattered out of the arena, and I was left holding nothing.
Hey, well, first of all, let's get something straight. You say you won the match. The referee never counted 3, so you didn't get a win. As a matter of fact, what you had to do, Bill, in your desperation was, at first, it even goes back naturally. Everybody knows by now
King
that
TL.
you had to use a chain. But what
The
gets
king
me
of
is
North
you
Dakota.
had to think before the match. This is what's great, Dundee. You had to sit back in that dressing room, and you had to sit there and think, I'm probably going to need a chain. Now,
If I knew nothing about wrestling at all, and you showed me Bill Dundee in this outfit, I would name 500 jobs before I said pro wrestler. He looks like a character from, Are You Being Served, that old British TV show.
how did it feel before the match to think that you were going to have to need a chain so that you had to go and get one and put it in your tights so that you'd have it when you need it? Now, how does that make you feel, Dundee? I know it don't make you feel like a man, and I know you're not much of a man, or you wouldn't have stopped payment on that check.
Well, I'm just going to tell you something, sport. You know what this is? It's a quarter, and you take it, and you call somebody that really cares.
There we go, Bill. Oh, look, I thought he was going to mic drop.
That I was going to beat you.
You didn't beat me.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't beat nobody. No, you didn't beat nobody. You didn't beat nobody, Dundee, and you know it, brother.
Bill, you did stop payment on the check.
That's right. That's legal. If you buy something and you
Stop
don't like
payment
it, you
on the
got 3 days
check.
to change your mind. And I changed my mind because you didn't me, and I stopped payment on it.
First of all, technically, I didn't have to beat you. You put the
Remember when Dorunda brought up the fact that guy that was running for office had bounced checks before?
money up against a shot at the ring. You didn't win the ring, so I'm supposed to get the money if you didn't win the ring, and you didn't.
The suit guy, that's superstar Bill Dundee. I can't explain his El Dandy proportions, but he was the king of the rats. Like, he laid pipe everywhere in the territories.
You win the ring, and then you stop payment, and you know why you did? Because, like I said, you're not a
It
man.
is a definitely a cheap
you're
suit.
Only as good as your word, and apparently your word ain't worth nothing.
Oh, yeah, it's worth a lot, brother. It's worth, I'll tell you what it's worth, because I cashed the check, Jack, because they're making me put it up in cash. You want to hold it, or you want me to hold it?
A lot of $100
$5
bills.
grand right there, brother, and it belongs to me, and it belonged to me last week because I beat you, and I don't care what you say, Lawler. I can still beat you, and talking about beat you, who ran you out of town, Daddy? I did.
Who's got this ring on their finger? I do, brother, and it's the ring that you want real bad, isn't it? And you want it so bad you can taste it. Well, let me tell you something. You're right. I'll never trust your word again, Bill. I'll never believe you.
Never
whenever
take
you're
a
gonna say
check
you're gonna
from
put up
someone who
anything.
hates you.
So that's why, if you want another shot at this ring, I want to see the cold, hard cash, and I want
Man, look at this stretch booking. We're getting an entire another circuit of matches because he put a stop on the check. So it can't be for a check. Now it's got to be for the cash. Like, that's really getting every bit of meat off the bone.
somebody holding it other than you, because I'm gonna tell you something. You
He
can't
is
beat me, Bill,
Australian,
and
yeah.
You can't win this ring, and I'm gonna take that money. And if you want to come back week after week and put up every bit of your paycheck every week, I'll be more than glad to take it from you.
Well, I'm just going to tell you something, big boy. You're going to wrestle me, but it ain't going to be the same referee, because I believe you paid that jerk off, and you can't beat me.
Oh, the crowd's getting behind Dundee. Wow.
You can't do it.
Oh, he's getting. Oh, where's he going? Oh, here he comes. Oh, shit. Oh, Eddie Marlin's out here. Oh, man, he took a shot at him. I love this angle. It's corny as hell, but I think it's great. Stopping payment on a check as part of an angle. Drop Daddy ASAP. See, look, I'd love to see him play Ebenezer Scrooge.
The argument is between Lawler and Dundee. Jerry Lawler said, yeah, he'd put the ring up again. But
We
what
haven't
he's
seen
gonna
Eddie
do is
Marlin
make
in
him put up
weeks.
Cash instead of any kind of check on it, because Dundee stopped the
EFD.
check, and Lawler was unable to get the money. So, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take a little break right here and be right back.
Man, he set him right down on his ass, didn't he?
Coming up in here is we'll see the AWA Southern Tag Champions.
Bill Dundee was
The
in
team of the
frame, and then
Midnight
he was
Rockers,
out of
Marty
frame.
Jannetty, Shawn Michaels will be in action here in just a moment. We're going to stop. him
Oh,
on the
here
way
we
to the
go.
ring, talk to him just a bit. As the
Now, this is how I like. This is
Rockers
my
head toward the
version
ring.
of
We'll see if we can get
when
a
I think of the
comment on it.
Rockers. I
They
think of
got a
them like
match
this.
coming up,
Not
where
in
two
Memphis, but like when they
referees are
still
gonna be
wore all
assigned
this
to the
shit.
title match against Scott Hall and the Nightmare. And what's the two referees situation?
First of all, Lance, can you do us a favor?
Kmart suit,
Make like a
absolutely.
sheep herder and get the flock out of here and let us talk now, would you? The first thing we want to say right now, there's no doubt that anyone in the world that the Midnight Rockers are loved everywhere they go. Up north, out east, and out west. The people put us on a throne, and they fan us and feed us grapes with their finest women.
The cheesy sunglasses.
If you come down here to the south, where you slow people, you're looking out, look around this crowd here tonight.
Imagine getting called
Clouds to the
slow
left
by
of us,
Marty
jokers
Jannetty.
To the right, we're stuck in the middle with you guys. And I tell you what.
Get TF out of here.
Nothing is going to stop the Midnight Rockers from attaining what they want, and that's going after the AWA World Tag Team Championship, which the
It's just crazy to look at Shawn Michaels here and be like have seen where he goes from here. It's just wild.
What they're gonna do, and you got a couple of dummies trying to hold us down right away. Isn't that right?
Like we were like a whisper away from a Shawn Michaels versus Boy Tony match.
But you know, they're sending guys like the Nasty Boys, who I believe just packed their bags.
Jannetty fresh off a murder.
Since the Rockers came around, and they got some big spoon-headed guy named Scott Hall and a little midget named the Nightmare, and they're supposed to be giving the Midnight Rockers some big scare. They're getting
Ken Wayne, the midget, apparently.
Well, I'll tell you what. The only thing
Remember when
two
Duranda
referees
called
is gonna
Dr. Ruth a sex-crazed midget?
Is that two people are going to see you beat. All four eyes are going to see y'all's shoulders on the mat for a count of 3, and that's that. But now, past that, the Midnight
Nasty
Rockers are
boys.
coming out here today, especially on good terms with
This guy's so
good
fucked
terms
up.
with everybody. Wipe the slate clean.
He's
I
gone.
think maybe we overstepped our boundaries once before. We always come out here and we expect for this.
He's using what I would call like a mental teleprompter, right? He's carefully going over all of his words, thinking that it's sounding normal and natural, but it absolutely doesn't.
CWA and the people of the CWA to give us teams to beat us. Now, that is going to take you to the end of time to find a team to beat the Midnight Rockers. So let's at least get the
I think they're
Rockers
just
a little
calling
bit of
everybody
competition
out,
around here.
basically.
We're not asking for much. We're not asking for much because we're not greedy guys. But one team.
We're not greedy guys. This is how I sound in like hour 3 of the stream.
Sweat. I know I'm not talking about you two ladies over there. I'm talking about 2 professional wrestlers that can give the Midnight Rockers.
Hey, listen, the Midnight
You know
Rockers.
one team that keeps coming up to name Jerry the Queen of Lawler. And Jarrett. The Jarrett poster. Have you seen that one? There's a 6-foot warm wearing blue jeans. You can bet every tackle and bait stop in America has got a picture. Shawn bought a poster.
Oh, I love it, Dave's channel.
To tease his fish.
I'm trying to put together as complete a playlist as I can on 81. I'd like to start watching 81 every once in a while.
Jeff Jarrett. It doesn't matter. Jeff Jarrett, Bill Dundee, and the queen of wrestling, Jerry Lawler. Get them in line and see if you can do anything with the Midnight Rockers. Nobody's done it yet, and nobody's going to do it ever. You know, Marty, I'm starting to get the feeling that nobody believes
Jerry Lawler
what
and
I'm
Jeff
saying.
Jarrett.
So these 2 pukes right here are going to have to be made examples of. For today.
Amber, I don't know if you know about wrestling, but like, can you believe that this guy would go on to be like arguably, like probably I think inarguably top 10, but probably strongly you could argue him in the top 5 wrestlers of all time.
Hey, Marty, for today, that one's going to be Jeff Jarrett, and that one's going to be Jerry Lawler. Okay?
Just continue to watch Primetime over and over again.
Jerry Lawler into it. Okay. Well, after a
79.
dissertation,
I'm having good luck with 81. I just have to keep going from account to, no one has, I couldn't find a playlist of full episodes. I found like match playlists, but
Kentucky, Todd Morton going against him at a total of 462 pounds from San Antonio, Texas and Columbus, Georgia. Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, the Midnight Rockers. This match won Paul 10 minutes.
oh well, he's like a legend. He's like one of the all-time goats of the business.
This will be the second or third time that Rick Fontana has been here. First time that Todd Morton has ever been here. I'm not certain of my facts, so I can't
Morton.
say for a fact that Todd Morton is
Todd Morton.
He's a cousin of Rick Morton. Yeah, he kind of looks got some
Todd Morton.
facial resemblances, but I'm not positive of that.
So it's a Ricky Morton knockoff and a guy that's dressed like Lawler.
As we'll be starting off this
That's Todd Morton.
non-title match with Michaels and Jannetty going against Morton and Fontana referee is Jerry Calhoun.
Tony
Racing on
Fontana.
later, the Power Twins will be in action. Big chop coming from Shawn Michaels.
Just call him whatever.
Standing up on the rope, quite a good move from Todd. Hooks that arm, takes him over and down.
Jeez, look how big Shawn is compared to him. He's not exactly the biggest guy.
Mr. Morton a little bit lightly. He was calling him Jeff. He said he was going to pretend that was Jeff Jarrett and the other.
Todd Morton never drew a dime.
Yeah, I think you better pay attention to Todd Morton maybe this time.
He would go on to be Kane.
Dundee lines. He is stocky and he'll be giving away a high. Look at that sunset flip. Kind of won, but Michaels is out of it in a hurry. It's a shame the attitude that has taken possession of.
Well, horror films is always good.
Really
MTV was probably cool back then.
No question about it. If you've never seen him in person, you got to see him. You may not like him.
Now that's a body slam.
Certainly don't like a bit, but they can really.
Come on, Shawn, you're giving this guy way too much, bro. Let Marty come in. He's still high off the murder he committed the night before. Lawler will always be a Memphis legend, of course.
Shawn Michaels over near the corner puts a knee to the midsection to Fontana.
I always liked Lawler, but I hadn't seen a lot of his especially I hadn't seen him entire programs that he worked through. But I have an entirely different level of respect for him after watching just these few years of Memphis that we've watched.
And he goes into the rope. Bang! Nailed by Marty Jannetty.
He's making me care about the fact that Bill Dundee put a stop on the check.
Fontana really didn't have much luck with that move.
Oh, you notice the symbolic thing of the strap down?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be Jerry Lawler.
Uh-oh, that guy took his strap down. He's serious.
Two rights right in the mouth. Jannetty with total disdain for...
God damn, dude. He's working heel nice.
As the Southern Tag Champ. Obviously heavy favored in this one. Suplex and Fontana over down in the center of the ring. Jannetty.
King of wrestling.
Walks across Fontana, skips to the corner, and was going to take a little shot at Todd Morton.
They better not let Todd Morton come back in.
Jannetty.
Rocky Gibson that's in the ring now.
Hanging away with that right hand as Fontana hits the deck. Count of one, count of two, but Fontana kicks
I don't know. I don't have any idea what you said, BDJ, but I support it.
Tag. Did he tag?
Yeah, I don't think he did
I
tag
think.
him, but I think he was going to come in there anyway. He just backed into the ropes.
Wow.
It was almost one of those things where you saw a tag, but there was no tag really there.
Yeah.
You just expected a tag, but Shawn Michaels stays in anyway. Rick Fontana.
Oh my God, Rick Fontana.
So Shawn Michaels, the match is still going on, Marty. You might very well.
There's a crowd. Where's the children's crowd? They're crowded right now.
Oh, no. Again, alluding to the fact that...
Well, I think for the most part, we only have been able to see the TV show, and then every once in a while we'll find matches from the circuit shows. But I love the storytelling. I love the angles. I love how they can I love how there's the territory era of how you might have a guy that's only there for one show, so you never stuff doesn't really get stale because everybody's rotating around, They
are saying that this is Jeff Jarrett and Jerry Lawler in there, Todd Morton and Rick Fontana. Michael sails off the second rope, drills that right hand on Rick Fontana. As Fontana is down at the referee.
Imagine how good Jannetty could have been if it wasn't for the drugs. Yeah, but man, don't undersell drugs.
Michaels picks him up, scoops him in the air, and down.
Could he have had a longer career? Maybe, but did he really have a good time doing all those drugs and all that crazy sex stuff and weird violence? I doubt it. I don't think he would trade that in.
Fontana with the tag. Here comes Jannetty. pulls himself over the rope, kicks up Fontana, and the referee is saying, hey, you guys, I can stop this match if you don't want to stop it. Rick Fontana double whipped into the ropes as he comes off, caught in the midsection.
Tag team specialists.
DDT, and down Fontana goes. Count of 1 and 2.
Oh, wow. There's his, like, signature pose all the way back in 88.
The young man from Austin, Texas, just not in the category of the Southern Tag Champs. As Jannetty and Michaels go over towards Todd Morton, give him a little hard time with their mouth. Dave, how about our time?
Timeout was 4 minutes, 56 seconds. They probably could have wrapped it up in half the time if they had gone for a pin earlier against Rick Fontana. 4:56 the time.
Okay, man, they'll make you hot. We're going to take our time out as they come out yawning from the ring. We'll take our time. Be back in just a moment.
Oh, Token Buds? Yeah.
Oh, I hope you are tickled as I am about Wednesday
I
night,
am
friend.
I am
The
tickled.
Coliseum at Evans is going to be rocking. Special challenge match.
All right, guys, see if this card tickles your taint.
Dundee, Terry Taylor, Southern Tag match, and friend.
Terry Taylor.
When Manny Fernandez, Jeff Jarrett get against Jimmy Jack Funk and T.J. Khan, that's going to be something else too. Jeff, you had to be surprised when Manny helped you, as the people have already seen.
Well, Lance, I sure was. When I looked
Oh,
up
wow,
and
look
saw
at
the
this.
bull staring me straight in the face, I really didn't know what to think.
Well, I get it.
But I know, when you know, Lance, and the people know, he had his chance to do whatever he wanted to do, and he sure did it. He stuck with me. Maybe not stuck with me, but he said I could be his partner. And I'm
Hey, Sam
very
Retro.
glad to be his partner. And I know one thing. I'm going to be behind him 100%, and I hope he's behind me 100%.
I'll be interested to see that action. Manny, a little earlier, Jimmy Jack Funk, he was out here raving about how Manny never thought he'd turn coat like that. He's now a sissy lover and all of that.
Sissy
A lot
lover.
of people throughout Evansville, Indiana, and wherever it may be, they're all wondering, they all got the big IQ in their head. They're saying, you know, is this for real?
Big
Well,
IQ
baby,
chatters.
Evansville will be the answer. I am for real. Jeff Jarrett will be right on my side. And when I pull the trigger, Daddy, it's going to be me and you against the world.
Jimmy Jack Funk, T.J. Khan, you talking about him being a sissy lover and having lost it all and lost his guts. I got a feeling Wednesday night you're going to find out just how much guts he's got left.
He looks like
with
he's
Jeff
always
Jarrett
dressed for like
right
a
in there
senior
with
picture.
Very good reason for getting back at both of you guys. All of that action, lots more coming up Wednesday in the Coliseum for the Power Twins, who will be back out here. Will be not back out here. They'll be here for the very first time. Dave and Larry. Power.
So they've been hyping up the Power Twins, and I keep wondering if it's the same guys from the East Coast that were on John Arezzi's old radio show.
Will be in here going against the team of Billy Travis and Todd Morton.
Oh yeah, we don't do any hard drugs on
As
here.
Travis comes in, and we've got Nate.
However,
Drake out with the
I can't say the same for some of the people that we watch.
Power Twins, Dave.
Okay. Nate the Great with the Power Twins. The Power Twins are very, very
What's up, Rick
large,
Gillespie?
let me tell you. All right, officially, here's who we're going to
Oh,
be
man, I
looking
love
at.
Dr.
From
D.
Bardstown, Kentucky, Todd Morton. His partner from Lexington, Kentucky, Billy Travis. Their total weight 421. Across the ring at a total of 600 pounds. The identical twins, Dave and Larry, the Power Twins. And you say Nate the Great?
Yeah.
Sometimes known as Nate the Rat and Nathaniel
Nate the
Whitlock.
Rat.
Funny you should mention that. As a matter of fact,
Did I ever see Hulk live?
exactly right.
Yeah, but not in the environment that I would have liked. I wish I had like a memory of me being in like the front row and, you know, getting a high five or something. But I was like way up in the nosebleeds a few times. And it was on like Nitros and Thunders, like not the best stuff. I think I saw Hogan one time when I was a kid, but again, I was like kind of far back in the stands. Like it wasn't really that. It was cool to see him, but like it just wasn't the same.
Out off the ranks, bell time, and we'll have a look at the Power Twins in action for the very
I want
first
you to
time.
get this right, Dave Brown. That's Nate the Great from now on, okay? That's you, do. You get it right, too, Dave.
Okay, Nate.
Nate the Great. How you like it? The Power Twins. Line 'em up left and right.
Boy, you got them. I'll tell you that for a fact. I don't have the vaguest idea which one is which in there.
That's some big ones.
Well, if we're going to talk about the Rockers and then we're going to talk about the Rock and Roll Express, I think it's only fair that we talk about the original rock and roll tag team, Maniac Mike, Tommy Lane, the rock and roll RPMs.
As I tell you.
They look so much alike, and our time is winding down, and we are going to have to carry this as long as it goes.
Oh no! This guy's great.
By one of the Power Twins, Larry and Dave.
Larry and Dave. Is that the same Power Twins though?
Todd Morton and
these guys seem old. I feel like on the radio the guys sound young.
He's just walking around the ring with Todd Morton. He's got him in kind of a semi-headlock, and now he throws him across the ring. Morton over to the corner. He makes the tag, and Billy Travis comes in.
Jimmy Jack.
Travis takes over, whips the Power Twin in, puts an elbow, and dumps him with a backdrop.
It is the same Power Twins? That's interesting. I'd never seen them.
Handling guys as big as these two guys are. With that arm, he wraps it around. It's reversed. Billy trying to reverse it.
But I've heard him in like tons of episodes of his old show.
Could get over there for a tag, but he is not as yet tagged.
Downtown Bruno comes back throughout, like, over the course of, like, CWA and USWA, you know what I mean, over the years, but I don't know when he comes back next.
So obviously, the Power Twins, new in professional wrestling, they didn't take advantage of that tag.
No, I don't want to talk about who might be on hard drugs. I feel like if you watch their streams, like, you know.
Stop, and Travis jumped and got out of the way of it, and Larry or Dave banged his brother, knocked him down off the ring apron.
Plus, sometimes it's just a, you just kind of suspect.
It's a tough way to lose a match. I think the Power Twins will learn when you club your own partner. It can be costly.
I think it's safe to say Gilbert Ordonez, right? Isn't that safe? Don't you guys feel like it's reasonable to assume that he's on some kind of hard drugs?
Now back into the action against Billy Travis. Travis just used his head. He just got out of the way in this scenario there.
I stay pretty coherent until like the last hour or so.
Billy's been to there before with a lot of big guys. And
Then I get existential.
power hard and knocks him down. He lets Dave down on the deck, and they make a little switch here. We were watching. The referee was talking to...
You know what I was thinking though, LCW, is that how many people in my feed right now are tracking how many days they're sober, like in the titles of their videos. Like I have like at least a handful of people that like every day post like the day, days without alcohol or days without whatever.
Nate the Great, and he didn't see the switch. It would be very hard, even unless you just had your eye on it, to recognize it, because they do look so much alike.
They look exactly alike. Of course, they're dressed exactly alike.
No, they don't. One has like kind of short cropped hair, and the other guy has kind of more frizzy hair.
It can be a real problem. They can switch
Oh,
at will as long as
I remember what Brian Turner told me. I meant to tell you earlier and I forgot. He told me the name of the guy who was under the mask as White Tiger, but I forgot what the guy's name was.
at him at the moment.
I think it's fascinating. We have the two identical twins in here. We
Whoa.
are just about out of time. We're going to have to cut away.
Broke his
here.
back, and that guy died 2 days later.
And so we'll have to say we're going to take a break right now.
You picked the wrong week to quit huffing paint. I don't know. Have enough information to confirm or deny that.
A little earlier, all right. Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels destroyed the team of Rick Fontana and Todd Morton that they were in there with.
Jarrett, Lawler, and Jeff Jarrett.
Was that who it was?
That's exactly
I
right.
noticed you pulled a strap down there, emulating the Lawler move.
Hey, Cody Turbo.
God, we got so scared, didn't you, Marty, when that strap came down?
I would unironically dress like this now if I could find all these items.
I was shaking head to toe. One thing we want to get perfectly clear is that people see the Midnight Rockers on various television stations having fun with their friends. And we love to do that. But with you people,
chamomile tea. That's
that is
good.
totally out of the question. You never gave
Hey,
us
listen,
the time
guys.
of day when we hit the
Out of the
CWA.
question.
You never once came up and said anything nice to us. You've been knocking us since we got here. So now it's time for the Midnight Rockers to do a little bit of knocking back. And yeah, and I'm talking to you people up in the cheap seats, eating your watermelon and fried chicken, as long as everybody else in mezzanine.
Yeah, I was in one of his premieres last night, and I was talking to him and telling him we watched NWA Top Rope, and he gave me like a little bit of lore, but I forgot who he said the White Tiger guy was. And then I brought up the crippler Jeff Daniels, and he ceased speaking to me immediately.
And the few people that can scrape up their pennies and sit in the front row. By the way, Lance, we have something going on right now. The Midnight Rockers are tired of going to these coliseums where these what do you got, half-price sales going on all around here? Midnight Rockers.
A break every now and then.
I already dressed pretty much like a 90s Miami retiree.
You know, we're pretty swell guys too, you know. Just ask us. I'll tell you what.
this
the Midnight
promo.
Rockers are not appearing anywhere
Midnight
until
Rockers.
somebody does something about these ticket prices, like double them, or else there will be no more Midnight Rockers around here.
Well, another thing.
Hey, raise ticket prices, okay?
Now, all the towns we've been going to, there's nothing Shawn and I can do about our looks. The women are all over us. They're tearing up $5,000 clothes that were coming in, tailor-made. They're ripping everything up. Can't you do a little something? But can you guys in CWA do
This is
anything right?
fantastic.
You don't have any wrestlers that are going to give us any competition.
This is so
You're the
Boyd.
worst announcer I ever met. What can you do around here? You know, Lance?
The best thing about this place is certainly not you. Well, I think the best thing coming out of Memphis is what, Marty?
I think it'd be I-65.
I think you're right, pal. I'll tell you what, CWA, you better get your act together where the Midnight Rockers are skipping town with the Southern Tag titles. We won't have any choice, Lance.
EFD is very real, as is his debt. Please, EFD. $306.
Please, we're begging you. The Midnight Rockers are asking for a favor. Please give us some competition in this godforsaken place.
All right, I think that'll do it for the Midnight Rockers.
Yeah, well, let's get these guys out of here.
As a matter of fact, there's no question about that. Maybe a little too much. The Midnight Rockers who have nothing good to say about anybody except themselves.
Lance better than Mean Gene.
So
it's hard to compare them because they're so different.
They haven't got time for anything else. Dave, how about a recap?
I will say there's an episode of the Jerry Lawler show where Jerry Lawler interviews Lance Russell, and they're on like a park bench, and it's got like a real Kino background, but that's a really great interview. I just randomly thought about it.
On the action today.
All right. Well, we had lots of action here today. Manny Fernandez, a Raging Bull, defeating Rodney Napper. Rodney's first look at our first look at Rodney on Championship Wrestling. Manny won the match in about 2 minutes 24 seconds. T. Joe Khan and Jimmy Jack Funk in here.
Mean Gene just seemed like he would be like the nastiest freak guy.
Jeff Jarrett scheduled to go against Keith
he would definitely have went to Diddy parties.
And challenged him to a match. Jeff was on his way to the ring. Funk nails him with that cowbell and then a folding metal chair on the way to the ring, and still Jeff got in there and really gave him some competition, enough to the point that for some reason T. Joe Khan jumped in there, interfered, and that meant that Jeff Jarrett got the victory over Jimmy Jack Funk by disqualification.
It's got like a weird look on his face.
They're beating up on Jeff in there, 2 against 1. All of a sudden, Manny Fernandez appeared. I know you thought that it was going to be 3 against 1, but the Bull just walks over and very calmly helps Jeff out of the ring. He helped him rolled him out of the ring, and then took a swipe at Funk and T. Joe Khan, saying, hey, I don't like this ganging up thing. I take care of it myself. I like it one-on-one and all of that. So
Lance is like what he is, right? He was a news guy, I think, or something. Like he presents it like he's just, a reporter. Mean Gene is like he's an entertainer. Like he's much like less subtle than Lance.
Interesting side of Manny Fernandez.
I mean,
so it just depends on which, which interview style you prefer.
We didn't hear them singing their praises enough there a moment ago. They did defeat the team of Todd Morton and Ricky Fontana. Todd Morton, our first look at him on Championship Wrestling, and he showed us some good moves in there today. He was giving away quite a bit of size and experience to the Midnight Rockers. And then
did you guys ever watch Legends House that had him and a bunch of other people in there, like the reality show?
In there, 4 minutes 56 seconds. The Midnight Rockers, Shawn
He was
Michaels,
funny as hell, dude. Mean Gene was.
Victory in that match. Then the Power Twins. Our first look at them, Dave and Larry. We can't tell them apart. I don't know that we'll ever be able to, but they were in there against the team of Todd Morton and Billy Travis. Todd came back to wrestle as Billy's partner, and that one ended after 3.5 minutes because the time expired. But the Power Twins certainly looking very large out of New York City.
Looking large.
Nate the Great in their corner.
Nate the Rat.
In the corner. We were hoping, supposed to have had Scott Hall.
Nate the
today,
fucking rat.
I think we did pretty doggone good to be able to get as many of the guys here as we did. We are out of time. Looking for you back next week for Dave Brown, Lance Russell.
Oh, come on.
Everybody.
Don't be dragging Lance through the mud like that.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station.
Looking forward to a whale of a day of champions.
Okay, this is going to be January 23rd, which is the next show after the one we just watched, 1988.
Championship Wrestling. David,
get ready. We got rock and roll.
As seen by the kind people of Evansville.
Going against Billy Travis and his partner Ricky Nelson. That should be a good team too. We'll be looking at a little bit later on. Get ready because we've got on one side of the ring
There wasn't
Jimmy
enough
Jack
booze.
Funk. On the other side, you ready for this? Manny Fernandez. Going against each other. Right here. There's more, too. Scott Hall and the Nightmare will be involved in the expiration of time match, which will be coming up later on today. All in all, looks like a big day of
we haven't
championship wrestling.
seen Scott and the Nightmare together on Championship Wrestling, have we?
He will, even though we just discussed this yesterday, he will always be a promo god to me for being in that Vince documentary, and Bruce Pritchard is just bending over backwards and doing all these mental gymnastics saying what a great person Pat Patterson was, and no one had ever come forward with any complaints against Pat, that he just fell on his sword for what was best for the company, and that, you know, Pat Patterson was a good person. And then immediately after, it's Tony Atlas saying that Pat Patterson grabbed his dick in the shower.
I don't know whether we did or not, but we will see him. Yeah.
One other thing, Terry Taylor will be here today, too.
Yeah.
All time.
I got some questions I want to ask Terry Taylor about a previous match and some things. We'll be getting to him. One big announcement that we have, Dave, and that is the fact that Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, won the AWA World Tag Titles again.
I heard that.
And so the Midnight Rockers are now the World Tag Champions again, and it's not like they were hard enough to get along with.
Oh man, it was so good. He's just like, and nobody ever said anything about Pat Patterson at all. And Tony, that's like, he used to come into the shower and he'd walk up and Pat Patterson grabbed my pecker.
We'll be having all of that. It looks like a whale of a day today. Hope maybe you'll
They
stay
bury
tuned.
Bruce though in that documentary, I think.
Mike Davis, Tommy Lane, as they hop up in the ring. The RPM's in, and Dave, we're ready for the official announcement.
All right, this will be one fall, 10-minute time limit. Introducing out of Atlanta, Georgia, total weight 454 pounds. Mike Davis and Tommy Lane, the Rock and Roll RPM.
Oh shit, I summoned them into existence.
And going against them, a total of 438 pounds. Out of Knoxville, Tennessee, Ricky Nelson. And
Did he like it? I don't think
out of
so.
Lexington, Kentucky, Billy Travis. Billy starting against Tommy Lane.
Well, hey,
He likes to be like punched in the face and kicked in the
Lane was
face.
ready. Billy Travis was ready. Woo! Big flying press from Billy Travis on Tommy
Come on,
Lane.
guys,
The
this is
RPM has been
bullshit.
a little testy of recent. Things haven't been going exactly. They're not used to not having a title, and it really has gotten in their craw.
They
have
can't
really
put these guys
been
over.
Some of the matches we've seen them in.
Billy Travis over to the corner. The tag made on his partner, Ricky Nelson. Ricky out of Knoxville,
Ricky Nelson?
Tennessee.
Wasn't that like a singer in the 50s?
Good action. Tommy Lane almost got the referee as he was
If they brought them back in just the job, I'm gonna be fucking irate for the rest of the stream. Yeah, the ring is small.
Kick, Tommy. There's a tag. Mike Davis coming in against Rick Nelson. Knoxville, Tennessee is Rick's.
I think my edible drink is kicking in, guys.
Davis whip. Look at that leapfrog. Nice. Good drop kick. He was a little close, but he had enough oomph behind it. As he put Mike Davis down, Davis right back up again.
And upset when he got back on his feet. He didn't
Richie
like that
Valens.
at all. It made to look bad by young Rick Nelson. Big body slam.
Rick Nelson, what a
Mike Davis of the rock and roll RPMs. He dropped down
what
across the
what
front
a
of the shoulder,
awful Rick Nelson.
Nelson got up kind of holding that shoulder. Here's the tag.
It doesn't
Rock
pass
and
the
roll
name
RPMs
test
won't give him
like
much
the main
time to
event.
recover. Off the rope. Clothesline by
Like in this
Tommy
corner,
Lane.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan versus Rick Nelson.
A big body slam again, and Lane drops down. He had that right fist doubled up and got him right in the top of the head.
Rick Nelson should not be going over the original rock and roll tag team.
Everybody knows they can. Nobody's ever doubted the ability of this team. Big backdrop from Mike Davis. Now Rick Nelson.
Remember when Maniac Mike had a like arc where he would just come out and just say like call people the F slur in the crowd?
Boy, he popped a suplex on him all the way up, and Nelson is.
They've actually gotten much improved on their diversity. We haven't seen a lot of racist characters or homophobic characters recently.
Still had enough to kick out.
I thought he might have him. The rock and roll RPMs had not been letting up. They had really been working
Midnight
on
Rockers,
He
yeah.
works his way over to the corner, battling Tommy Lane all the way, and the tag has been made. Oh, Billy Travis coming in. Referee didn't see the tag apparently. He's sending Billy back.
Oh wait, do you think the only reason that there aren't as many like offensive promos is just because Downtown Bruno's not around? I forgot about that. He was the one that was really cutting loose with that.
Have to stay in there.
And Vince brought him up.
Nelson still hung in there with a mad team of the rock and roll RPM. Look at referee Jerry Calhoun.
Rick Nelson. Is his name Nielsen? Like for real? I thought it was Nelson versus Todd Morton, yeah.
And again, a count of one. Nelson, a nice-looking young fella who is trying, I'll tell you that. He has been caught between the proverbial rock and a hard place. Ooh, did you see his head hit that turnbuckle?
Todd Morton, which is such a good... He was perfect for it, though, you know? He was like a good, like, how they had the fake Von Erichs. He could have been a fake Morton. Well, I guess he was. I don't know why I said he could be. He could have been he could have had a bigger name though.
Mike Davis now with a foot on the throat. The referee comes over. He's going to disqualify him, but Davis breaks it right at the last second. Pops a knee up.
I don't know if he went to WCW.
Going over to kind of distract.
Going by the lore, I think he would have had to have gone from Memphis to working whatever deal he had where he was like babysitting and helping to raise the Rock, at least according to the show Young Rock.
Billy Travis over there from jumping in and interfering.
Mini Morton.
That way too. They were trying to prevent the tag, and they did. So Nelson has to.
He does a little mini roll for the hot tag.
We're passing the 4-minute mark in the match right now. Championship wrestling underway.
Why don't they call him Maniac Mike? That's so much better than Mike Davis. Did I make that nickname up? I swear that was his nickname.
Look at Travis grabs the head, slams
Double noggin knocker.
RPM together. And now Mike Davis goes for Rick Nelson. Tommy Lane over with Billy Travis. And we've got two separate fights going on here as the referee goes down. Oh, Rick Nelson pushes Davis over. 1, 2, 3. What is this?
Oh, bullshit. God damn it.
Can you believe Rick Nelson?
Oh, I've had it with this shit. Get Eddie Marlin out here immediately. 1, 2, shoulder up. You could clearly see it. Such bullshit. Fuck Rick Nelson.
About the referee being down, and here
I'll never like him now. I'll never cheer for Rick Nelson.
Great. Rick, we're glad to have you here. Boy, what a debut here on Championship Wrestling to get an upset. And if you'll forgive me, I got to tell you, as long as the RPM's been together,
I can't believe it. I'm pissed off now.
Rick?
Well, Lance Russell, let me first say it's my pleasure to be here for all these nice people. All you people sitting at home.
Boo.
That's right, baby. The only RPM I know of is on a car. I never seen a restaurant as an RPM.
A restaurant? Oh, boy.
At an RPM right now, boy, because you're looking at the greatest tag team that ever walked. We held the Southern Tag Belt longer than anybody else ever has. And you know it, Travis. You know how good we are. You know we're the greatest. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what kind of guts you got. All right, Dennis.
This guy looks like a weird combination to me, Rick Nelson, of Tom Zink and Ronnie Garvin. I feel like if you overlaid their faces, you'd get Rick Nelson. Child support. Come on, Mike, don't take this shit. He don't want to do business, Mike. Time to let the maniac out. Oh no! Now they're gonna run him out of town.
And we beat these guys fair and square. We got a match coming up with them this week. If you want to lose to leave town, brother, you have got it.
Oh no! Now they're gonna leave town.
Territory, so I don't know whether. How about you, Rick? Is that okay with you?
Well, I've been looking for a long time for a place to come to showcase my talents and ability that I have.
Get the fuck out of town, Ricky Nelson.
I didn't know what kind of partner I had, but I found out today. You two clowns want to lose or leave town? You got it. Anytime. You name it.
All right, I'm going to tell you one thing. Don't unpack your suitcase, Smarty, because you're going to be getting out of here quicker than you came in. And I'm going to tell you one other thing, boys. It's going to be a long, hard, bloody.
Well, now you guys have challenged, they've accepted, but Eddie, Eddie, can we put that stipulation on it? The loser leave town. They both
Loser leave town with a bad check.
Okay, next time they're going at it, it'll be loser leave town.
Bill Dundee will put a stop on the check. Oh, we're gonna find out what happened in the cash match. Do you think it was counterfeit bills?
Special day, yeah, Monday right there at the end.
He's like, all right, next time it's going to be a loser has to put up their escrow.
That's right, 7 Rampage tournament matches plus 2 added matches, and boy, are they something. A loser leave town with Travis and Rick Nelson going against the RPMs, and Jimmy Jack Funk, Tijo Khan against Manny Fernandez and Jeff Jarrett.
What, lads? I got a telegram today. It was from the Raging Bull begging us for our forgiveness. But Bull, you're too late. We gave you your chance, and now your butt is ours. We're going to take it to the limit. We're going to make sure you can never wrestle again. You and that little sissy friend of yours. Jeff Jarrett, we got something we're going to play with after we put you in the hospital once and for all.
Why does he have a Cabbage Patch doll?
You don't have to worry about bringing that or anything else. You find out how much he wants to apologize to you. That's introduce the gentleman.
Oh, wow.
With me, Terry Taylor, well known to all of the championship wrestling fans around. He's back with a slightly different attitude. Here's a guy who held the World Television Championship and was the champion of all of the world of television wrestling. And he has had quite an illustrious career, as a matter of fact, since the last time that we had him here. And I've got a question for you.
It's about time. Please get to it.
The question is, what business did you have jumping in Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee's match? That's the thing that completely, I see no reason whatsoever for.
Well, Lance, if you'll give me a second to answer this and quit being so long-winded, if I was the world's television champion,
yeah, that's the
and
rooster.
Champion of all the world, like you said,
infamous TNA stooge, Terry Taylor.
And then they said, well, I'm sorry, there's no openings in the Lords of the Ring tournament. So I said, no, if you don't mind. You're out here every week. I'm here now. Okay. So when I get out here, I say, well, I guess I'm going to have to make an example of somebody. Dundee and Lawler, round and round and round for the Lords of the Ring. Well, everybody knows I can beat both of them, which I
didn't we just have a Lord of the Ring, and that's how we got the ring?
Y'all can just shut up. These people out here make too much noise. Officer, if they don't shut up, please show them out.
right, so I'm out there and I'm trying to make an example. These two guys are saying, well, I'm sorry, we don't want to wrestle Terry Taylor because we know we can't beat him. Well, they don't come out and say it because this is their hometown. They're scared. I guess I am scary Terry Taylor because everybody's scared to death of me.
Scary Terry,
so
bitch.
You guys, Lawler, Dundee, please sign a contract with me because I'm not going to go out here and waste all these young, upcoming wrestlers that are trying to make a name for themselves. But
I mean, in Memphis, like on the promos, what I like about him is like it's sink or swim. Like if your promo stinks, like you're gonna get immediate feedback from the crowd, you know. Whoops.
If I have to, I will, but it'll be on your hands. Does that answer
Stooge
your question?
Overlord,
Well,
yes.
that tells me, one of the reasons that, at least in your mind, that you're back here, the situation is that Bill Dundee has shown no inclination to back up from Terry Taylor, despite your very illustrious background. Dundee had some comments to make about Terry Taylor in a match with him.
Oh, Terry Taylor, let me tell you something, brother. Oh, man. I don't know who you think you are or what you think you are. If you think you're coming into this area and jumping on the superstar to make
I don't think so, Cody Turban.
I don't know nothing about. I don't even believe you entered the tournament. I don't believe you called Eddie Marlin and said you wanted to wrestle for that ring. Now, that's an obsession with me. You ask anybody around here.
Oh, yeah, for sure,
and they'll
Randy.
tell you that's the thing that Bill Dundee wants the most. And I had it. And don't think I'm over with you, Jerry Lawler, because I done told you I want the ring. And when I get rid of you, Taylor, I'm coming right back to you, Lawler, because I want that ring. But that's enough on you, Kingfish. Terry Taylor, I wouldn't be you for all the tea in China. Oh, yeah, you say you've been to the major leagues. Well, I really don't care about the major leagues. I've been there, and the King's been there, and we've been all over the world, too. But that don't mean nothing, brother, when you're in this area, because this is the best one there is.
Remember that one time he got all in his feelings during the one promo when he had on the brown suit, and he was like, you know, I don't like tall guys. I don't like guys with muscles.
And the toughest, every time I got hurt, it's been here. And it was guys like you that come.
His bangs are just
well, I'm just going to tell you
outrageous to
something,
me.
Terry. Oh, you're a fine athlete, and you're a great wrestler, but so is the superstar. And if you think you're coming in here to knock me out of that ring, you're wrong, Daddy, because it's an obsession with me, and I'm walking over everything and anybody to get it. So, Terry Taylor, when I face you in that ring, brother, I'm going to beat your brains out, punk.
Man.
He's still the same tough Aussie, and he's not afraid of you.
Let me get down. First of all, Dundee, let's get down on the same level, all right?
Oh, boy. Uh-oh.
You're over your words. You're talking to me, and every other word you're tripping on it. Sounds like to me you're a little scared. I thought I heard something knocking. Maybe it was your knees. So, Dundee, it doesn't matter. Maybe I got your attention coming in from behind, but I won't have to do it anymore because one-on-one, facing you from behind, from the sides, it doesn't matter. Because I can whip you in here. You couldn't beat half of me with my other half helping you, and that's all I got to say.
Well, you've got a match coming up in the ring, and you'll find that the guy you're facing is a little different size than Bill Dundee. That's for a fact. Don't put Dundee down just because he's little. You know better than that, Terry.
Are you my dad? My mom talks to me like that, not you.
Okay.
Oh, my God, hang time.
Whatever happened to the Terry Taylor that I knew and loved? All right, Dave, let's
What a
have the
line.
All right, we got a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match coming up here out of Apopka, Florida. 250 pounds, Ron Bruise, and going against him at 230
Ron
pounds
Bruise?
out of Vero Beach, Florida.
Sounds like a YouTube channel.
One fall, 10-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun, the referee.
We've heard the conversation.
Well,
about
Jerry
folks
Calhoun's
that
the
let,
official. We
fame
can
and
pretty
fortune
much
go to their
throw
head.
any
I'm
kind
so
of
certain that
quality
is exactly
officiating
a classic
expectations out the
example,
window.
Just handing his robe outside the ring. We're ready for the action. Young fella Ron Bruce has got all the fit. He and his brother Don, identical twins. Have
Oh, that's
the
I keep
physical
forgetting that that's the Bruise Brothers. It's like Skull and 8-Ball. I keep forgetting.
that a person could possibly
They look
want.
so fucking different
Experience is
here.
the important thing. This Ron is one of the Bruise Brothers, Blue Denim Bruise Brothers, as we have said, sponsored by the Sawyer Brown Group, which is an unusual circumstance in itself, Davey.
Indeed. They see the potential there.
See, he's kind of, look at that. You can see why they would call him the Red Rooster.
Would have to be heavily on the side of Terry Taylor in this match.
Not only he's been in it a much longer time than, of course, Ron Bruce has, but he has been in with all of the heavyweights. I mean, the big ones. Oh, he's feeling full of himself right now. Simple, basic move, and Taylor is making like that is one of America's great discoveries as he hooked that arm up and took Ron Bruise over and down.
Yeah, Elizabeth Berkley.
What's he saying?
He said you can give up now if you want to. It's no disgrace.
I mean, showgirls.
Yes. Big Ron Bruise tangling in. Scoop from Taylor. Body slams him. Puts him right down. Gives us a little pose, huh? What do you think?
Pose here, yeah. Yeah, Terry's treating this as a workout and a not very vigorous workout at that.
Is this the same guy that we saw several years ago, Dave? I don't know. Tie it up again. Terry Taylor, Ron Bruce. This time, Bruce scoops Taylor up. Slams him down from way up there. 6'6" or 6'7", he can put you up in the air, and Taylor comes up a little irritated. Maybe he realizes now it's not going to be just a workout.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think they had more ornate stuff last time we saw him.
More concerned, not quite as overconfident as he was a few moments ago. He backs Ron Bruce into the corner, swings a right fist, but it's blocked.
Yeah, I liked my so-called live freaks and geeks.
Now Taylor maybe thinking, hey, maybe I'm in a match for real here.
Boy, one thing about being in
I think Bethadone was behind that. She put some kind of spell on the string.
Look at that. He's turning Taylor over. But look out. Terry Taylor backs Ron Bruise over into the corner. And as he steps back and away, it was a clean break. Give him that. Referee Jerry Calhoun, Championship Wrestling. Dave Brown, Lance Russell at ringside. Big action already started out today. The RPMs got upset in our opening match.
Well, I think they got screwed. I think the referee was completely out of position for that cover.
So you've already missed that. We have got.
But are we going to see Eddie Marlin do anything about it?
Funk, Manny Fernandez coming up later.
If it's not selling shirtless posters of his grandson,
Terry Taylor, Ron Bruise.
He's not going to get out of the office.
One fall, 10-minute time limit match. Taylor bangs him pretty good. Comes right up to the face, and again another right.
Taylor throws him out on the floor.
Sorry about that. It disconnected for a second.
Him again with a right fist. Referee says, hey, I'm going to disqualify you if you don't get back in the ring. Taylor rolls Ron back under the ropes. Again, the right fist. Ron Bruise answering with a fist. Staggers Taylor. Taylor down on the mat saying, oh, wait a minute. Let's don't do it this way.
Whoa! Well, look at that. Now there is experience. Illegal.
Hey, Mark. I tampered with your stream. I thought that would just be funny.
Well, it really, I don't know whether it was or not. I'd have to go back and look at the tape on that. But Taylor, he DDTs him. Now, there was inexperience. He didn't pay attention to Taylor when he was climbing in. And Ron Bruise, as he stuck his head through, Taylor grabbed him immediately and popped the DDT to him. And Taylor comes out the winner in the match with Ron Bruise.
4 minutes, 10 seconds the time.
Referee over helping and consoling, I'm sure, Ron Bruise. Nothing to be ashamed of there, as he gave Terry Taylor a good go in there, but he made a bad mistake, and that's inexperience. Jimmy Jack Funk.
Jimmy Jack Funk.
Joe Khan is
The higher I am, the more I like Jimmy Jack Funk. Oh no, T.Joe Khan too.
One of my all-time best friends, the Raging Bull. I'll tell you what, Manny Fernandez.
That guy is a fucking nut, dude.
I know would never be a sissy lover. Would never
Sissy
turn his
lover.
back on a friend. I'll give you 30 seconds to come out here, and I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you for everything you've done if you come out here right now and make a public apology to me on national TV.
You're going to give him 30 seconds to apologize to you.
That's right. I think he got hit in the head. The Raging Bull I know would never turn his back on me.
Yeah, well, I know who hit him, too.
Look
You got
at this man right here.
Yeah, this guy right here. He's the one.
Does he look like a sissy? He's not no sissy. Come on, Bull. Your time's running out, Bull.
I don't think he has any intention of coming out.
Run it out, Bull.
Jimmy Jack Funk trying to make a...
Corpses and demons.
He better get out here right now.
Hey, come on. Come out here.
I
Hey, hey, hey,
You
hey,
got
hey.
10 seconds, Bull. 10 seconds. You better get out here. You better get out here. You better get out here now. You better get out here. Okay, that's it. Bull, that's it.
Remember, he hung somebody with it. I can't remember who it was. Maybe, oh, Jarrett, I think.
Don't put your hands in my mouth. Don't put your hands in my mouth.
He's on a pretty lengthy run here, I feel like. He's been around for a while.
You got him coming in the ring. Hey, just get out of here. Wait, the match is not scheduled right now. Don't start all that stuff. We'll get the match scheduled when it's going in. We don't have to sit here and listen to this. Hey, come on, we're going to take a break. I don't need to. Will you guys just
Jimmy Jack Funk is really concerned with the sissification of Memphis.
Yowza, Monday night first.
Yowza.
Remember that Evansville Coliseum, not Wednesday, but because of the special Rampage night. 7 matches and 2 added matches. It's going to be on Monday night in the Coliseum. And let me tell you, this is just the first of what is going to be a series that will run all the way through June. Are you listening to this? 250.
Sorry, I'm just thinking of different messages that Beth has sent me.
To have this
How funny they are.
expansive tournament in there. Now you're going to have such things as Bill Dundee and Tommy Lane of the RPMs.
I'm slowly being won over by Jimmy Jack Funk with this Memphis run.
7:30 is the start time because of the number of matches in there. Also, a loser leave town, obviously not part of the Renegade Rampage. Travis and Rick Nelson against the RPMs. And listen to this. Jeff Jarrett, the Raging Bull, going against Jimmy Jack Funk and T. Joe Khan. All of that, regular prices.
Regular prices.
Monday night, Evansville Coliseum.
I really love Dundee. Like, his corniness is like really entertaining. But his little, when he puts on his little suits, I just think it's so funny. Mr. Microphone.
You grow up as an individual. You come in this world as an individual. You learn to make decisions on your own as an individual. You know, I walked down that path for a long time. A lot of people always come up to me and say, Manny, why'd you do what you did? Well, I did what I did because that's the way I am. And Jimmy Jack Funk, when I do things...
And he was on Jerry Springer.
You're going to find out it's the Bull's way or no way, Jack.
The Bull's way.
I know one thing. I made a lot of mistakes in my life. Maybe you have and a lot of other people have.
We are.
But when we decide to take an oath, Daddy, and that oath was liberty and justice for all. Well, the injustice I'm fixing to do is upon you and T. Joe Khan. Because when you stick your nose in my business, you done messed up, Daddy. That is risky business. And when it comes to risky business, nobody handles it like the Bull. And nobody does it like the Bull, baby. So you can go out and you can call me a sissy lover, which I may be. You know what I'm saying? I may be, but I may be liking to be a sissy. You know what I'm saying? So
what?
When it comes to me getting in that squirt circle, baby, you walk that aisle, you strut that strut, and you talk that talk. But when you get in that ring, you better do what your big mouth says you can do. Because I know one thing, I can do a lot of things I say I can do, and I can do a lot worse when I get mad. So Jimmy Jack Funk, you don't about getting me mad. You know
what a
I'm saying,
confusing
man?
promo.
You see me out here, I'm not a nice guy. I like to come out here and rock a few people, because I will rock you, Daddy. And when it comes to that, baby, it's only rock and roll. And when it's rocking and rolling, I am the
This is outlandish shit, man. It backs up and it directly contradicts Savvy Guy, who says there's no such thing as game. Because I think that because he's able to have a presence and an aura, that it doesn't really matter what he says as long as he says it in the proper tone and cadence, like with his personality. Like, that promo made absolutely no sense.
Nothing gives me greater pleasure than a good challenge, baby. The agony of defeat. That's what it's called. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
The Raging Bull, Manny.
Look out for the Raging
Back them down, baby, because I think we got 1.5 coming right here.
Oh, stand by for this one. Jimmy Jack Funk out of Amarillo.
Did he just come out the closet mid-promo? Maybe he did, but maybe he liked him being out of the closet.
And here we go.
What a wild promo.
Jimmy Jack Funk got him low.
Jimmy Jack, about 263. Look at Fernandez.
Yeah, exactly. Or Macho Man was this Hogan. All of them are just good yappers.
Of fury. I mean, all of it. Those two guys going in there, and you could just tell.
My brain hurts after that promo.
You could feel the heat and the vibration. Look at that Fernandez. Puts Jimmy Jack down with the big chop, the third one of the series. Manny Fernandez, the Raging Bull, against Jimmy Jack Funk. All of this got underway when Manny Fernandez felt like that T.J. Khan.
I feel like the camera's like incredibly. Is it always this close? And I'm just high, so it's like. I just feel like we're really in close throughout this whole match.
Funk, he didn't jump on T.J. He was just rolling Jarrett out of the ring. And T.J. took a shot at Manny, and he just
what
himself.
Happened there?
Shot at Jimmy Jack Funk. Boy, look at Funk take advantage of it, did he?
Yeah, Fernandez came in with a drop kick too high, and Funk took immediate advantage of the mistake. Couple of the most rugged guys you're going to find anywhere. And that when they ran together early in the
It was kind of freaking me out. I felt like it was hard to watch because we were like so close.
There's that clothesline for Jimmy Jack Funk and a zipping right hand. Funk covers him. One. Fernandez kicks the left shoulder up, breaks the count. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
I can't believe I'm this invested in a Manny Fernandez Jimmy Jack Funk match.
Fernandez back kicks Funk, but he doesn't slow him down much. Jimmy Jack just stays right.
I had to like consciously remind myself that I was streaming.
Kind of staggering around the ring with his eyes shot like that. He caught him with a huge clothesline. Both of them are down. Jimmy Jack on his back. Fernandez now comes up on his knees. Referee on the count. Nobody is up and able to continue, and the referee continues.
I like this guy in the wild shit thing. I like that old guy in the orange.
On his feet. He has the chance, if he wants to take it, to try to get a cover on Jimmy Jack Funk right now.
Boy, I think that would have been the wise move to go immediately for the cover.
I'm not so sure his head was all that.
I don't think you're going to get Jimmy Jack Funk with a,
around in there because he was,
you know, without hooking a leg.
He caught him with that clothesline. Count of two. Manny Fernandez backs Funk into the ropes, whips him across.
Or what did Gorilla always say? A nonchalant cover.
Boy, he reached up and I mean popped him hard. T.J. Khan. What in the Sam Hill is that he's got on his hand? He just stabbed Fernandez. We can't get
just
it
stabbed him.
See it. Popped that Iggy to him right in the throat, and I mean nailed him hard. T.J. Khan with an awesome-looking glove fires it right to the throat of Manny Fernandez again. Jimmy Jack Funk getting in his shot. This match is officially over on a disqualification of Jimmy Jack Funk.
That AI stuff is kind of cool if you when you do use it to like summarize a stream, or like it'll like analyze the data and like tell you like be able to like answer questions about the content, and it will estimate what the streamer might have been thinking during that moment. I think that kind of stuff's interesting.
Freddy Krueger. Yeah, Freddy Krueger. Right. That's what it looks like, and he is.
We did a segment one time where we had it analyze why I watched the Thorpes, and it was pretty accurate.
Jimmy Jack Funk gouging at the nose, the eyes.
The last point that it made was just that by my own admission, I like to escape into the Thorpe, or I like to watch Thorpe content to escape my own problems. That's pretty fair.
He's got on. Jimmy Jack grabs his bell now. Puts the noose around Manny's neck.
Oh boy, we got a lynching.
Needs some help out. He's caught in between. Here comes Jeff Jarrett with a broom in his hand. And
what?
Blasted Jimmy Jack Funk. Jarrett needs some help out. He's caught in between.
There's a new sentence.
Jeff Jarrett with a broom in his hand, and he blasted Jimmy Jack Funk. T.J. and Funk take off.
Wow.
It's Jeff Jarrett, who had the help from Fernandez when he was at the hands of Jimmy Jack and T.Joe Khan, Eddie Marlin, Randy Hales out. They're trying to get that
EFD and Eddie Marlin are out.
Of Manny Fernandez. Manny foaming at the mouth as he was attacked by T.Joe Khan with that weird-looking glove, that metallic-looking thing that he had on. He just kept pounding Manny right in the throat with it.
Watches because of the C cuppers.
Now and trying to pick him up to get him back for a little first aid to him. Manny Fernandez is the winner of the match, Davey.
Yeah, by disqualification, the time of the match officially 3 minutes, 13 seconds, but then the action continued for a couple of more minutes after that.
Yeah, much too much for Manny Fernandez. And Jeff Jarrett came in with the commentary.
Yeah, the VPAI summaries were really funny, too.
Shot on Jimmy Jack with that thing. Funk and T-Joe took off. We're going to take time out. We got more action coming up in a moment. At the other Blue Denim Bruise brother, Don Bruise, as he'll be going in against a brand new car. We want to get Gorgeous Gary Young.
Gorgeous Gary Young.
This is his first appearance on our championship.
Oh boy, look at this guy.
But we've never had him here before.
Well, I'm going to make it short and sweet. You know, I'm out here for only one reason, and that's to win.
Is that a price tag or a like karate belt?
Guys, Big Scott Hall, you got me coming. Jeff Jarrett, pretty boy Jeff Jarrett, who's got your fancy poster, you got me coming.
What?
Superstar Bill Dundee, you done been beat by Terry Taylor, but you got me too. And then the King who's going after all the world titles. Well, King, keep your eyes on me, Daddy, because I'm coming your way. I'm after done been. There's Big Scott Hall. There's 4 guys in this area right now that are the top-notch guys. Big Scott Hall, you got me coming. Jeff Jarrett, pretty boy Jeff Jarrett, who's got your fancy poster, you got me coming. Superstar Bill Dundee, you done been beat by Terry Taylor, but you got me too. And then the King who's going after all the world titles. Well, King, keep your eyes on me, Daddy, because I'm coming your way. I'm going to do the rest of my talking in the ring.
Well, that's what we're here for.
Oh,
we're
boy.
looking forward to seeing Don Bruise going against Gary Davey. If you want to give him the official
This guy's a
It's
lunatic.
a 1 fall, 10-minute time limit match, and Don Bruise, the brother of Ron Bruise, you saw earlier, they're identical twins, as we mentioned, out of Apopka, Florida, 251 pounds. And he's going against Gorgeous Gary Young. Out of Houston, Texas. Young also weighs in about 250. So weight-wise, they're about the same size. Bruise with a height advantage.
Young wrestled a lot in the UWF territory with Terry
What a
Taylor.
promo, man.
And he has quite a reputation coming in here. Whoa! He went right underneath and dumped Don Bruise over.
Right for us, yep.
Look to be sure that
We got him coming.
Ron, boy, they are hard to come apart. They sure are. Referee
Gorgeous
Jerry
Gary
Calhoun
Young.
telling Young to open the fist up. There's a reverse and a whip. Monkey flip. And Gorgeous Gary gets
Great call on the monkey flip. Amazing. I got to hear that again.
reverse and a whip. Monkey flip.
Yes.
And Gorgeous Gary gets sailed across the ring by the Blue Denim Bruise brother, Don. He's complaining, used hair, used hair. And if he did, nobody in this room
hair.
saw it. And again, you have that same great physical ability that Don Bruise has. Big, tall youngster, strong, 250, 51 pounds. Gorgeous Gary whips him into the rope. Shoulder puts Young down on the mat. Over the top.
Oh wow, that didn't look too clean.
Bruise looking good here, keeping good balance, and as Young tries to set himself, Bruise just knocked him down to the mat twice. Big knee lift, right under the chin. That's how tall Gary Young is. We're talking about the height of the Bruise brothers, but Young is a tall one too.
Yeah, that is sometimes deceptive in that respect because Young is big. And he just happens to be in there with a fellow that's about 6'6". Whip hits a foot. Good move for a young fella. You know, it's amazing. You still have a lot to learn, but it's amazing how quick you learn some things when you get into professional wrestling, Dave.
I was. It sent him sailing across the ring.
Yeah.
You hearing somebody in the crowd telling the ref to get him out of the corner? Oh, man, this is a rough match.
Inexperience again. We saw it in the match with his brother, and then that time he just went in there too fast.
Yeah, he got carried away from his success over in this corner. He whipped him across and just tried to come in too tight, too quick. And gorgeous Gary Young took care of him. Look at that! Nice move!
Got him down. Count of two is all he can make stick. Reversal by Young. Count of two. They got him. Wow. What a turn of events, huh?
Man, I'll tell you, and there was a situation where Don Bruise trying to get out of it instead of getting under the ropes, which he wasn't that far away and as tall as he is. The winner.
I can't believe they're jobbing him.
Gary Young, more in just a moment.
God, that they picked the worst possible clip too.
Evansville, did you get it right Monday? Boy, and I'm telling you what, you don't want to miss it because we got 7 Renegade Rampage matches plus 2 added matches. One of them is a loser leave town match, which Billy Travis, Rick Nelson are going to be in there against the RPMs. Well, it just gets tougher in 88.
Well, you know, I got a new partner here, and the first thing we're going to do, a loser leave towns against RPMs. I told you once, Lance, we're not backing down from anybody. Well, Mr. RPMs, Mike Davis and Tommy Lane, well, you better be ready in Evansville because we're going to take you out.
See both of you guys around for a while. We'll find out after Monday.
I don't think they all start living the gimmick. I mean, look at Honky Tonk Man. He says he never really saw himself as an Elvis impersonator.
Funk, they will do anything to get rid of the bull or to get rid of you.
That's right. They're going to do their darn best right there in Evansville. You know, guys, you're real tough when it's 2-on-1. Well, this week in Evansville, it's going to be 2-on-2 and me and the bull. And I guarantee he's not apologizing for anything he did, and I'm not going to apologize for anything I've done. You guys, you better gear up. I don't care if you bring your bull.
I think it's safe to say Marty's podcast is
Boyd. And the Raging Bull are coming at you 2-on-2.
It doesn't do great on views.
World Tag Champions.
It definitely has Boyd energy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you the 2-time AWA World Tag Team Champions, Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels, the Midnight Rockers. My buddy came out here last week and said there's one thing on the Midnight Rockers' mind, and that's the World Tag Team titles. And like a flash, the Midnight Rockers took care of business and became, for the second time, the World Tag Team Champions. You know, up north, the Midnight Rockers are loved.
Look at Marty.
Well, let's go ahead and say it. Worshipped by the people up there. And the first thing the people of the South try to do to the Rockers when they get the World Tag titles is try to take them away from us by putting us in a no disqualification match against that big spooner, Scott Hall, and that Nightmare. And I tell you what, Nightmare is a thing. That is an ugly young man, I must say. Kenny Wayne. Well, I tell you what, Memphis and the whole South, the Midnight Rockers are the AWA Wrestling Tag Team Champions. No other team in the world can do what the Midnight Rockers do in the ring, and that is professional wrestling. And now,
unfortunately, some of the only Boyd really crossover was whenever the old ECW wrestler Raven was in VP's chat. And it was one of those where I thought for sure I didn't need to rush to record it because it was like, you know, it was just a slow night, you know, and it just happened to be he was in the chat and there was some real Keno mind games going on between people in the chat. But then when I woke up the next morning, the whole stream was deleted.
you're throwing us into a no disqualification match where everything goes. Well, that doesn't settle with the Midnight Rockers. Don't forget, it's a world
Boyd adjacent, right? Yeah, that's accurate.
You know, people in the South, you treat us, we're champions now, and you're treating us like this. Well, Big Scott Hall and Nightmare.
Raven was donating money to VP and like name dropping me in the donations. It was the funniest shit. Because I knew all of his lore and like that, he really liked that. And so I kept making like little like deep cut references to stuff he did in his career, and he really liked it and started donating money to VP.
Kenny Wayne, you guys are going to suffer the wrath of the Midnight Rockers, and we're going to prove to everybody why we are number one. And we've already proved it. Everything we say, we do. So Big Scott Hall and Nightmare Kenny Wayne, you get ready for the world champs because they're coming for you.
He's talking about confident. Oh, yeah.
Is that Nate the Rat?
We got a match coming up here. Expiration of time match, Dave.
Mad Dog in the ring right now. Rodney Napper is his partner.
Oh, here comes Scott Hall.
Championship Wrestling. Hadn't seen Mad Dog in some time in this area. He's back. He's going to be going against, or they are going to be going against the team of Big Scott Hall and Nightmare Ken Wayne.
Ken Wayne.
Scott Hall and the Nightmare 502, and on the other side of the ring, the total weight 502. That's unusual.
Who's that guy with this in there with Napper?
Jerry Calhoun, the referee. You also have Nate the Rat, Nate the Great.
I don't know, BDJ. Like, I'm even watching these all these years later. Like, I'm invested in like every storyline.
Mad Dog starting against Ken Wayne. Expiration of time.
Mad Dog.
Here.
Napper we saw in his debut here going against Manny Fernandez, and that's a rugged assignment.
What's his
in any
Alpo?
Race,
Like the dog food.
Napper is a stocky young man. Mad Dog.
Man, Mad Dog versus Scott Hall. What a dream match.
7 down across him. Boy, he is big and powerful.
He is. Mad Dog came out here. He was yelling at the crowd. He was confident they were going to take this one quick. Well, he's not doing too well right now. Scott Hall sits down on that left leg again.
Well, talking about what like makes Memphis kind of special is that even in this era of like the late 80s, early 90s, on some of the Jerry Lawler show episodes, one of them, they talked to some of the people who'd been going to the shows for like decades, and they asked them like, who was your favorite wrestler? And they would just say the good ones, like the good guys. That's all they would say. Like they liked all, if you were good, like they liked you, and if you were bad, then, you know, they didn't like you.
Tag made. Nightmare Ken Wayne over the rope. Down with a boot.
They're willing to take the narrative journey.
Dropped off his feet by Ken Wayne. Mad Dog weighs just under 300 pounds.
You know, we've gotten ourselves in a position. I think we may have to take a break coming up right about now as our time's running out. What do we want to get a break and come back and join the match again? Kenny Wayne holding on to that foot.
Well, don't leave us in suspense. Goddamn. Are we coming back or no?
All right, that brought Nate the Great out of his seat. Scott Hall shoves Mad Dog back to the corner and says, all right, come on, let's get Rodney Napper in here for a while. Rodney, that's not going to work, sir.
No.
Rodney, brother, what are you thinking, dude? I love his Virgil tights, though.
Body slammed Rodney Napper.
I don't think he read the instructions.
I like Rodney Napper.
You're right.
Boy, I am telling
He's an interesting
he tried
performer.
To pick Scott Hall up, and it was like Hall was screwed down to the mat down there. Hall reversed it around, as Dave said, and he popped Napper up in the air and banged him down. Tag on
Banged him down.
Nightmare. And says, yeah, go ahead and break clean. And
where's
I'll
Danny
take over.
Davis?
He does with a side headlock. 2.5 minutes coming up in this one. Expiration of time match.
I think everybody got in free here at the ones that we watch. Because they're at the TV. They're at the TV station.
Mad Dog thinking about sneaking into the ring. Referee saw him, sent him back.
They should have put him in DX anyway. Who cares? Who cares what's going on with him? Just get him in the ring.
Trying to shake him by throwing him into the rope.
We'll call it in the ring. He could have cut great promos.
Moves him over. Count is 1, 2, but the right shoulder comes up at the 2 count. I think Ken Wayne probably.
Remember that great match in ECW, Shane Douglas against Al Snow? That was such an amazing match.
Scott Hall.
Hall and the Nightmare will be challenging for the World Tag.
We should watch that on Twitch sometime. That whole pay-per-view.
Boy. Well, I think you can see from watching Scott Hall operate.
Ooh, look at the big leg.
It's going to be a good match when they challenge.
Look at this. Look at this, Dave. Ken Wayne up on the shoulders of Scott Hall. Leaps off. That's going to be it.
Man, that can't be good. Dropping a leg from that high up. Oh my God, he had to jump up to high-five him.
came up with the victory in that match against Mad Dog and Rodney Napper. Boy, I'll tell you, with Kenny up on top there, he did
I guess.
mask. He was coming. You notice he almost took the lights out. He was up so high, but it was certainly effective. Got the pin, 1, 2, 3. The big news, well, there's been a lot of big news. Jimmy Jack Funk and Manny Fernandez had a go, and we had
should have just let Scott Hall pin
here
him
today as T.J. Khan had that special glove on. But the big wrestling news around is the AWA World Tag titles have been taken away by the former champions, the Midnight Rockers, Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty. That doesn't make them any more
Nice
lovable.
still
I
photo.
swear to you, these guys are as talented as anybody I've ever seen, but they have got to be the cockiest two individuals I've ever seen.
Gotta
They
create
are
a
the
kick
new
account in
World Tag
Twitch.
champions, and we'll have to congratulate him from that. Here's a guy that I want to see with that single belt around his waist before my days go into history books. Jerry Lawler, the king.
Well, Lance, I hope to make your day one of these days, and it would certainly make mine too. You know, one of the things that has made my day has been winning this big ring in that Lord of the Rings tournament, and it has given me the opportunity.
They had
to,
2 of those
get
within
a
like
shot at
2
Kurt
months.
Hennig, the AWA World Heavyweight Champion, and of course it is going to be a special stipulation in that match. The ring is going to be at stake against the belt. So in other words, if I don't win the belt, I'm going to lose
Before
this
his
big
eye
$10,000
incident.
diamond ring. Now I've had some matches in the past for the World Heavyweight Championship, but never an added incentive like this. So now, you know, I could not only not win the championship, but I could lose this big $10,000.
That's right. As a matter of fact, if he got disqualified, you don't win the title.
Well, we got time. We're going to head into the third
That's right. So that
hour
makes
of
this
streaming.
match
We're going to go through
really,
the portal.
I think they want to try to get a shot of this over here if we can, Lance.
Yeah.
I almost have to get a U-Haul trailer to kind of put on this thing, before long, my right arm is going to look like one of those orangutan arms, the way it hangs down there with the weight on it. But anyway, it's a fantastic ring, and it's given me the opportunity for another shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. And we all know about Curt Hennig. He's tough. He's a great wrestler. But he takes shortcuts, Lance, and I'm not going to give him the opportunity to take a shortcut in this match. I'm going to, you know, there's not many more title matches on the horizon for me. I've had my share, and I've got to make good on this next one. So that's exactly what I'm going to try to do.
Okay, now listen, when we get...
What a lot of talent in the area now.
Oh, are you kidding?
In here.
Terry Taylor coming in. What a great attitude he's got. I asked Dave, whatever happened to this guy? Yeah, he's hot about that he didn't get accepted. He told me that he really thought that you and Dundee talked to the promoters and wouldn't accept it. They just simply told him
I
the
can't
truth.
believe
There
they did a
wasn't
Lord
room
of the
in
Rings
tournament,
tournament so fast again. That's
right now,
We'll
Jerry.
straighten him out shortly.
Okay, I want to talk to you later sometime, not today, about the Renegade Rampage. When you start talking about $250,000, everybody pays it. Okay, good luck to you, Jerry. We'll see you later. Davey, we got little time left. Maybe you can give us a quick recap.
Just want to mention the upset that we had today. Billy Travis and Rick Nelson, his new partner, first time in the territory.
What
as
a
they
rip-off
upset
that
Rock and Roll
was.
RPMs. As a result, next time they meet, they'll be in loser leave town match. So big upset here today.
Well,
big challenge, and boy, it didn't take them long to
that couldn't happen in a worse segment.
Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
Bad news about the RPMs in the third hour of programming. Not going to be good.
Of championship wrestling.
Ooh, right out of the gate, Jimmy Jack Funk.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm ready to go.
All right, this is January 30th, so it's the immediate next episode after the one we just watched.
Dave, you like that? Huh? We're going to get him on the way to the ring. Here's a guy who gripes and Lawler's ducking him. Yeah, believe it.
I can't believe it. The king of the sissies has finally been forced to put up my title against me, the true CW heavyweight champion, right here on national TV. You know, I called my cousin Terry, and he couldn't believe it either. He said, "You mean that king of the sissies is finally going to get in the ring with you and put up
King
that
of the
belt on
sissies."
TV?" And I said, "That's what they
I'll be right back.
say." And I'll tell you what, I am the new CWA champion as of a few minutes from now.
That's a little early. You better get in there and see if you can do it. A lot of guys have tried it. It'll be interesting to find out. Big Jimmy Jack Funk, the challenger. And we're about ready to go with the big CWA heavyweight title, baby.
The king has arrived at ringside. This match will be challenger from Amarillo, Texas at 263 pounds, Jimmy Jack Funk. And the champion from Memphis, Tennessee, 234 pounds, the King, Jerry Lawler. A one-fall, 30-minute time limit for television. Special 30-minute time limit, one-fall match. The championship belt is on the line.
Oh, my. Love to see these guys go in any kind of a match, but particularly when it is a CWA heavyweight title match, it's just going to add that much more to it. Jimmy Jack Funk, who is so anxious. He's out of the corner. Bell time. We're off and running with the action right now. As Lawler and Jimmy Jack Funk, Lawler giving away almost 30 pounds to the big guy from Amarillo, Texas. I know that you know he comes out of the Funk dynasty. And he is, look at that. He's strong, no question about it. His attitude is monotonously nasty, and it doesn't take you long to find that out when you're around him.
Oh no, I missed Lawler against Jimmy Jack Funk.
Lawler and Jimmy Jack Funk, Lawler giving away almost 30
Sorry, I gotta take it back for that. Even Cicero came over to watch this match.
His attitude is monotonously nasty, and it doesn't take you long to find that out when you're around him about 3.5 seconds. Lawler dumped down on the mat one more time.
Tremendous matchup for the belt here. Jimmy Jack Funk, who has made all kinds of waves since he's been around here.
All kind of waves.
He's back on his feet claiming he had his hair pulled. Lawler says I don't know what he's talking about. I never touched his hair.
Yeah, give me the title.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he love to win it that way?
Yeah. Wrong, Jimmy Jack. Got to win it right there in the ring.
Can't believe I'm hyped for another Jimmy Jack Funk match.
And you got to pin the shoulders.
Imagine getting to see this like for free on TV, like.
As we do with our title matches, it's one fall, 30 minutes. Look at Lawler. He shows Jimmy Jack he's not the only one who can do a little pushing, and the referee again comes over and says, what about the hair? He's complaining about that. Look at Jimmy Jack, I think, ripped out a patch of his own hair and showing what Lawler did. Well, I say that.
Talk about commitment to the bit.
No, I didn't either. I think that's ironically an old Lawler tactic from years gone by. Complain enough to the referee, and the referee will really start to watch the other guy closely.
That's exactly the truth. Exactly the truth.
What do you think Meltzer gave this? How many stars?
Raise my hand. You know, this guy, just the way he says the word sissy is irritating.
Yeah, makes you mad.
It makes you mad right away. Reversal on
The sissy talk is really getting to people.
comes up with it behind Lawler's back. Lawler again. This time he goes to the top with a top wrist lock and takes Jimmy Jack right off his feet. And now the referee, that's what Jimmy Jack was looking for. He saw it, and immediately the referee said, break it
This
up
is a pretty big match, really, to get on the TV show.
I didn't even touch the guys there. Where's Jimmy Jack Funk?
A competitive Lawler match.
Jimmy Jack Funk has walked out of there. Now here he comes.
Ah, here we go.
He's got T-Joe Khan with him.
Yep. Jimmy Jack Funk walked out.
Yeah, I got somebody on my side. When he pulls my hair, he'll be able to tell the referee.
It's supposed to be one-on-one, Jimmy Jack Funk. I wouldn't trust it with T-Joe Khan sitting any more than messing around with an atomic bomb. Guy's sitting down there at ringside. What he's telling the referee, all I'm going to have him there for is to tell you when Lawler is doing something wrong, pulling my hair.
It's even upsetting Lance Russell, it's me.
Now we can see that from our vantage point here, and Lawler it's a straight takedown with a top wrist lock.
Why is the referee believing T.J. Khan? He should be fired.
And if you make enough noise, that's the theory of it right there. The squeaking wheel gets the oil. Jimmy Jack slips in while the referee's back is turned. Dug him in the stomach. Lawler shakes him across. Jimmy Jack grabbed the hair then.
Sure did. He had a handful of it to put Lawler in the side headlock.
I know the ref is crazy bad in this, which I know he has to be for the story, but...
Boy, how about that natty attire that the referee has on? Renegade Rampage outfit. Very good looking. Not the referee, but the outfit. Jimmy Jack Funk, CWA title on the line, standing side headlock. And again, as Lawler tried to shake him off, Jimmy Jack grabbed a handful of the hair, held on to it.
Oh, even the ref's shirt, I just noticed that, is the chewing tobacco logo.
Trying to tell Calhoun, hey, he's the one that's pulling my hair. He's going to make a break. Yeah. Gonna make
This referee is out of his mind.
Sauce for the goose, sauce for the gander, and Jimmy Jack Funk had one broken, and Lawler now is walking out.
Lawler pointed to Khan and said something to the referee regarding T.J. Khan.
I see.
Uh-oh.
My mama didn't raise no fools. Lawler goes back and gets Jeff Jarrett to come out and observe from...
Well, now is the referee just going to allow absolutely anyone can come down to ringside and participate in this match?
30 minutes, the overall time limit.
Jeff Jarrett is not a licensed manager.
There's Jeff Jarrett. He's watching for hair pulling for Lawler. Now T.J. is yelling, he pulled his hair. And Jeff Jarrett says, oh, he didn't pull his hair. He did.
Well, I tell you, Jimmy Jack Funk started the thing, Dave, but I hope that it does not turn
They got pulling hair over like this crazy high spot.
Oh, big knee to the midsection. Oh, Jimmy Jack, did he catch him?
Boy, he blasted him with that right fist.
Boy. Now Lawler knows how Larry Holmes felt when Tyson caught him with that right hand. Boom. Jimmy Jack dropped him on the top rope. Rocked his neck right across that top rope. He's off.
Comparing Jimmy Jack Funk to Mike Tyson.
Jimmy Jack drops down with a right fist again before Lawler can get back on his feet. Right hand, fist double.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Down, here comes Lawler.
Oh, no.
Him up from behind.
Yeah, T.J. reached out and grabbed Lawler. Lawler's out of the ring, and now Lawler picks up the chair. He's coming after T.J. Khan.
Oh, Jeff Jarrett gets Jimmy Jack from behind.
Jimmy Jack was going to...
Well, that's got to be it. Jeff Jarrett can't blatantly interfere in the match like that.
Knew the ball. Here it is. All four of them down on the floor. T.J. chopping.
Another Memphis brawl.
Slams Jimmy Jack. And
the match stopped.
Is it stopped?
On the floor.
The match is stopped. Is that right, Jerry? Okay. So Lawler retains the CWA belt. And I tell you, when you're in there with a thug who's going to mug you with a friend outside, I guess stopping the match is no bad deal if you're keeping the title in there. Because, I mean, Lawler wouldn't mind getting in there brawling, street fighting, or anything else with him.
One-on-one.
Oh, yeah. So what was the time on it?
7 minutes, 19 seconds, the official time of the title match. Stopped by the referee, and the King retains the CWA title.
The problem, Davey, is we have seen so many times when the feelings get going as high as
that
they
ref
are
is
now,
just
you
completely
can
out of it.
constantly feel a murmur
Eddie
of
Marlin should
undercurrent
fine
going on
and
all the
likely
time.
at least suspend, if
You're
not
gonna have a hard
outright,
time getting a
fire
straight
that
up
referee.
one-on-one match in there. Timeout. We've got some other great matches coming up. We'll be seeing Jeff Jarrett, Manny Fernandez, the Doctors of Rock, Dundee, Ricky Nelson, gorgeous Gary Young, Terry Taylor, all of that yet to come on today's Championship Wrestling.
Big Championship Wrestling coming up Wednesday night at the Evansville, Indiana Coliseum. You will see a World Tag Team Championship match on the card. Max Payne will be there. You will also see a no time limit, no disqualification. Joe Khan and Jimmy Jack.
Everybody knows that we are fair men. We gave that raging cow a chance to come out here and apologize to us, but he's too stupid. Now the bull is all choked up. There is no bull. He's a sissy-loving cow. And Jeff Jarrett is just hanging around, waiting for the bull to get out.
Wow, what a weird guy. What a weird character.
No rules. Our handsome match. We're going to take you out once and for all.
No time limit, no disqualification. The World Tag Team Champions will be there defending their titles the first time.
First of all, Randy, you know I've been around
Oh,
here
boy.
4 or 5 months now. You ain't changed the suit yet. Get another one along with a hairdo, huh?
Funny.
Get another
We're coming up
hairdo.
there against the Super Smurf and the Queen, and they're talking about wanting to become the world champions. Well, we're going to smack you around just like we do your silly fans there in Evansville, okay?
That's right, Joe. Everybody's wondering what happened to the Southern Tag Team titles. Well, they've been knocked down to holding up the pants of the Midnight Rockers because that's about all they're worth. And now Superstar Bill Dundee and Jerry the King Lawler. What is this, Senior Citizens Night? Let me tell you two guys something. I give credit where credit is due, but all the credit is due to the Midnight Rockers. You guys got one advantage.
All the credit's due to me.
You're twice as old as us because you're wrestling twice as long. Dundee and Lawler, you're going to go down to the studs of wrestling.
We're seeing the Doctors of Rock head for the ring in there with Nate the Rat or Nate the Great or whatever. And we're looking for Jeff Jarrett and Manny Fernandez, who will be their opponents today.
Oh, boy.
Doctors of Rock already there, and Jeff and Manny will be along. Well, there's Jeff. I don't see Manny Fernandez, Jeff Jarrett coming out. We're supposed to have a tag match in here, and Jeff, I don't see Manny.
Well, Lance, you sure don't. As you know, today we were scheduled against these two guys up here today. But you know what happened last week. The Bull is unable to be here. He's had to go to the doctor's office a couple of times this week. He's not unable to be here, and you know the Tijo Khan hit him with the metal, whatever.
Yeah, that glove he had on with all the metal
So if you
fingers.
ask Eddie Marlin, I'd like to wrestle just one of these guys in a single match.
Okay, well, now that's fair enough. I'm sorry to hear about Manny Fernandez. Hey, come on. That's a new guy.
He can't hang with the big sissies. Stay at the glory hole.
We don't have to do nothing to do nothing.
You did.
You don't have your sissy
Tijo Khan, stop bullying Jeff Jarrett.
Is that right? Is that right? You don't have the bull out there with this.
Oh, come on. Who are these guys? What's Nate the Rat doing there?
Manny Fernandez is not here, and now Jeff Jarrett caught in
Look
the
at
middle.
Nate the Rat.
Doctors of Rock.
He's involved in a main event angle.
Tijo Khan, 4-on-1 jumping in there on Jeff Jarrett. Now Jimmy Jack puts the noose around Jeff's neck. Hey, come on, let's get somebody out here for crying out loud. Here comes a lot of help.
Can we get Terry Taylor to ringside, please?
Ricky Nelson, let's see how Jeff is. They strung him out to dry.
Strung him out to dry.
Jeff Jarrett out here with the explanation about Manny being in
Yeah,
the
I miss
hospital
Bambi.
still and is having trouble with that
We got
neck. He went
Dominique
back
for
to
a
the
little while,
doctor
though.
today about it, where he was jabbed with that metal-fingered glove that Tijo Khan had on there, and they ended up. Appreciate you coming out there with the other guys, Ricky and.
Appreciate you, Ricky.
Just a minute for cutting you off, Lance Russell. These two guys you just saw in the ring.
This guy
I don't
sucks.
know who they think they're fooling. I don't know who they think they're fooling.
This guy's the Doug Locke of Memphis.
If that's what happens when you have a loser leave town match, brother, something needs to be done with his promotions. That's Tommy Lane right there. That's the rock and roll RPMs. I want something done about it. I'm going to be the one to take the mask off of one of the RPMs.
I have to be honest with you and tell you I never even thought about that. Let me explain to the people, Randy Hale.
EFD's out to explain.
Billy Travis and Ricky Nelson had a loser leave town match with a rock and roll RPM. Billy and Ricky won it, and the RPMs are gone. It didn't dawn on me with all of the excitement what Ricky's saying in there, Randy.
Ricky came up to me a few minutes ago, Lance, and a few of the other wrestlers, too. I can say this, that the contract was signed. The Doctors of Rock had called Eddie Marlin and wanted to come in. But if someone takes their mask off and proves that it's the RPMs, they'll be gone. Plus, they will be fined $5,000.
So the RPMs are doing like a Stagger Lee deal? Like they're going to hide, he's going to be like a, you know, the mystery person, the Doctors of Rock?
Dollars for violating the contract.
Okay, out here.
Oh, boy. Nate the Rat is moving up in the world, man.
I don't know who this Mike Davis and Tommy Lane are, and I don't really care.
You're right.
But you're looking at the Doctors of Rock. You're looking at the Doctors of Rock. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, whatever you want to call us, my friend. If you go for this mask, we've worn these masks for years. Nobody knows who it is under these masks. If you go for these masks, Mr. Nelson, or Mr. Hale, or Mr. whatever your name is, you're going to pay like you never paid before. Don't talk about
somebody, okay. Underneath of the mask, Maniac Mike or Doctor of Rock #1 just looked right at EFD and said that he's going to have to pay like he's never paid before. The 306.17.
If you go for these masks, Mr. Nelson, or Mr. Hale, or Mr. whatever your name is, you're going to pay like you never paid before. Don't talk about fines, because we don't care who Mike Davis and Tommy Lane were, are, or whoever they ever will be. We are the
whoever they will be, ever will be.
What he said.
They'll hit the road,
Okay, Ricky, I appreciate you pointing that out to us because...
Come on, Mattel. You could issue with, like, interchangeable heads so that you could have the rock and roll RPMs and the Doctors of Rock.
They did, in fact, lose that loser leave town match and gone and all, but there's no doubt about it. Don't tell me. My mama didn't raise no fool either. I know that, too. I saw him in here with a mask on it, and listening to him talk. That's Mike Davis, or My Name Ain't. And... hey, I don't know, I guess with Manny not here and after that incident in there, we'll just have, why don't we take time out and we'll check and see what we've got coming up. I think we've got the Superstar and Ricky Nelson coming back in here against Terry Taylor and Gorgeous Gary.
Oh, man, Ricky Nelson.
Championship Wrestling coming around the area. Charleston, Indiana on Thursday, February the 11th. Litchfield, Kentucky. Championship Wrestling on Friday the 12th. We will return to Madisonville, Kentucky on Friday, February the 19th. And Henryville, Indiana on Thursday, February the 25th. Now, let me tell you about Wednesday night at the Evansville Coliseum. You will see Gary Young against Ron Bruise. The Nightmare against Skip Young. Skip Young makes his first appearance at the Evansville Coliseum.
Oh, Skip Young.
Max Payne against Don Bruce. And after that, you will see a war. It will be a no time limit, no disqualification. Manny Fernandez, the Raging Bull, and Jeff Jarrett, they will be wrestling against Jimmy Jack Funk and T. Joe Khan. And the main event for the World Tag Team titles, Jerry the King Lawler and Superstar Bill Dundee, the former champions against the brand new World Tag Team champions, the Midnight Rockers. What a match.
Oh, wow, that'd be a great match.
Evansville, Indiana, Wednesday night.
Andy coming up, and
good job by Randy Hales filling in there.
Gorgeous Gary Young scheduled in the ring.
Oh, look at these two.
Going against the Superstar Bill Dundee and Ricky Nelson. And just
he's like, look at this, Florida Gators.
To take a look here, Florida Gators.
Bad Boys Club.
Yeah.
That was that was a true kindness from your father. It's me.
You're just going to stand there and look good. You look very nice today. But is that all you're going to do?
I appreciate that very much.
That's enough. That's all you need to say.
Oh, thanks.
I was out here last week. You interrupted me enough. So what I'm going to do is I want all the people out here to know that there are a lot of great teams, not quite as great as one I'm going to introduce you to. But Gary Young and myself have been together for the last year. We've been in different areas. We've been doing real well. And I just want everybody in there. Meet a good friend of mine, Gary. Please say hi to all these ladies and just to these people out here. Because he's here, and there's another group. We're just going to form a little tag team, and I'm really sorry for what's going to happen to your heroes. But sometimes it's that way in life.
We're going to beat them. That's all there is. I got to say, Terry, it's a great pleasure to be back with you again.
Who
did our thing.
Who thought to put these two together?
What are we going to do?
I think they're a terrible team.
Well, now you've introduced us to this great tag team right here. We got action coming up in the ring.
Yeah, let me ask you one thing, Lance. Everybody always talks about Dundee and Lawler as a team, or Jarrett have a partner for him, or the combination of the three. And what you have here is the World Tag Team Champions. Does anybody say anything? No. I look on this sheet, and they're on a standby match, the World Champions. Come on.
Well, it's the way the format worked out. We had
that's the way it worked out. Well, instead of that, it's my interview with Gary.
Timu Rick Rude, yeah, kind of.
The Rockers to come out here and at least start this show out right.
Like if Rick Rude got the Johnny B. Bad gimmick.
The ladies in here, please don't be drooling all over yourselves and at home. There's going to be cases of electrocution, ladies slobbering on their TVs. I just want you guys to know it's great to have you here, even though the promotion doesn't show it.
He's a real clown.
Look like they got suits of armor on. Hey, I just think you guys are great.
Keep it down, Lance.
Is that T.J. Khan with a wig?
Way too much.
With a perm wig?
Promotions, for the first time in a long, long time, you've done something right. What you've done is taken 4 studs out of GQ magazine and put them on your TV show. And I'm talking about the Rockers, Gary Young, and of course, my pal Terry Taylor.
Thank you very much. Are these guys great? Are these guys
they should pair Terry Taylor with William the Freezer Thompson.
Who else has got 2 belts each here? Anybody?
Okay, they're the world champions. We admire that.
Speaking of standby, why don't you stand by while we knock these guys back?
That would be an improvement over what we've had. Marty Jannetty, Shawn Michaels, the AWA World Tag Champion, gorgeous Gary Young, Terry Taylor, former World Television Champion, scheduled in the ring right now. And I think that
is that Ricky Nelson?
Up there, not quite
Nelson and Dundee. Okay.
I got a feeling.
I keep hoping Todd Morton will come back.
Is standing up there waiting for him along with his partner. Bill Dundee and his partner.
The Rocker sunglasses.
Ricky Nelson. They weigh in at a total of 429 pounds. At a total of 487 pounds. Out of Houston, Texas, gorgeous Gary Young. And from Vero Beach, Florida, Terry Taylor. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit match. Jerry Calhoun is the referee.
Oh, I am sure that they look across the ring and they see Ricky Nelson. They see that little Australian fella. Oh, yeah. We're much
they see that little Australian fella.
That's what we're here for, is to see the kind of action. And right away, Dundee takes gorgeous Gary Young down on the mat.
Yeah, I think they have a good, like, kind of rotating little crew going on.
Superstar Bill Dundee. Got to remind you, Ricky Nelson, though he's young and hasn't been here long, he's been involved in a couple of upset victories.
I keep hoping for a surprise return of the Beach Twins, but I don't think it's going to happen.
We'd heard about it and heard of his reputation and what an excellent. Look at this, Dundee with a nice block on gorgeous Gary. Scoops him up and slams him down. But just in the short time that we've seen,
Bill cracks me. He's booked like fucking Superman. It's so funny.
And then right away to take his share of the responsibility. A little one-on-one on each side of the ring. All 4 of them in, and now there's only 2.
The world's greatest tag team was run out of the ring there.
Hey, did you see that distraught look on Terry Taylor's face? What happened? This is not the way that we said it was going to be. And I got news for you. You weren't thinking when you were talking about pushing Dundee around, and I'm sure the same goes for Ricky Nelson, although we don't have as much track record to know him nearly as well as we do the superstar.
Very young.
Plus Todd Morton.
tagging Terry Taylor all at the same time.
How could you leave off Mad Dog?
Taylor said he telegraphed his move, and Ricky Nelson got him with a knee lift coming off the rope.
What's the referee doing? Why are you backing him off? This guy's the shits.
How dare you, Dave, say the Rockers, the world champions, are on a standby.
Well, they are.
That's right. Nelson Taylor tie it up. Good move by Terry Taylor. You know, it's just like the Rockers, Davey. A lot of people say, oh, you don't like them, and so you never say anything good about it. It's not that at all.
Terry Taylor against Ricky Nelson.
Their attitude doesn't match.
When the Rockers first came into the territory, I got to tell you, they were the most amazing tag team, I guess, I've ever seen. The way they fly through the air, all of that. And then all of a sudden, the attitude changed.
The way they, fly through the air, all of that.
Good to use that kind of tactics. That's all we say.
Oh, this match is anxiety-inducing.
Look out, here comes Dundee.
Oh, man. Wow.
Billy taking a shot. Young ducks out of the way, and Dundee grabs the chair. He's going after Young, too. Up in the ring, Terry Taylor shoots a thumb, it looked like to me. Might have been just a fist. Right at Nelson's throat, puts him on his shoulder. Brings him over to the corner, tags Gary Young. Gorgeous one takes over with a big elbow on Ricky Nelson. There's a cover.
I just can't take this guy seriously.
Young's a big guy. Yeah, he is. He's huge.
Terry's going about 237 now, isn't he, Dave?
Yes. He's put on considerable weight. I think many fans remember Terry from when he was just starting, and he weighed about 222.
Yeah.
But Terry is good size on him right now.
Dave Brown can pinpoint somebody's weight down to if they've gained like a quarter of a pound. Oh, wow.
Boy, he popped him into those turnbuckles, waist locked him, wheeled him around, and drove him down into that mat with a
that was nice.
Tags Gary Young, and the gorgeous one takes it over with Ricky Nelson. Rick close to the corner, but he didn't get a tag on Dundee. That's something he needs right now.
Obviously, part of the tactics of Terry and Gary right now are to keep him away from that tag. Dundee is itching to get in there.
Oh my
There's
God.
a knee lift with Ricky Nelson coming off the rope.
Ricky Nelson stinks.
Corner, but Terry Taylor grabs him.
Hey, easy, Terry Taylor. It's a family show.
We almost all of a sudden became X-rated there, but Nelson now.
Yeah, exactly, Lance.
Atomic knee. It's Terry Taylor working methodically at him. Oh, Nelson, not one to give it up. Tag back.
Oh man, wow.
What is this? Did Dundee walk away from the tag?
Huh?
I don't know. Yeah, it sure looked like it. Big body slam from Terry Taylor, so Ricky Nelson is still in there with him. There's
No, he took the tag. What's going on here?
over the top. Look at the revolving door.
We were just supposed to, like, I guess they were going to tease that he's still kind of an asshole. Whoa, man, he just got punted. Watch Bill Dundee. Whoa.
Look at the revolving door with a fist.
Man, he just gets cannonballed.
Here comes Janetti and Michaels. That's all.
The Midnight Rockers go to work on.
Yeah, but why'd he walk away?
Nelson along with Gary Young and Terry Taylor.
He said it wasn't time yet. Get another 10 seconds of heat.
Look out, he's looking for Dundee.
Michaels with that boot pounding away on Dundee's face while Young and Taylor.
Man, I certainly didn't expect another Memphis-style brawl.
Taylor and Lawler trading licks in the corner. Down goes Taylor. Dundee finally released by the Rockers. Dundee.
All hell's breaking loose here.
Shawn Michaels nails Marty Jannetty in the head.
We got a Pier 6 situation.
Janetti, Young, Taylor, all split from the ring. As the veteran team of Dundee and Lawler end up in there together. Ricky Nelson down on the edge trying to clear his head. And that is going to be, I'm sure, a disqualification against the Midnight Rocker.
Absolutely. Referee did disqualify that team, Terry Taylor and Gary Young. So the victory is going to go to Ricky Nelson.
Oh, come on.
Well, I'll tell you, Dundee, who's really hot, and Michaels to pulling that boot off.
Bill Dundee versus Shawn Michaels. What a match.
Back to back, and here comes Ricky Nelson with a chair in his hand. Time for the other four to split. Right. And the official on it, a disqualification.
5 minutes, 23 seconds.
5:23. We got more action. We'll be meeting Max Payne in just a few moments.
All right, let's meet Max Payne.
Example here a little while now. Okay, we're about ready for more action up in the ring. Is coming out here. Will be the first time that we've had an opportunity to see him on Championship Wrestling. As
Deadliest Warrior.
Payne will be making his appearance on the scene, and there he is. Wow. He's the big Max Payne,
Who let the Boyd out?
an amateur wrestler, is
Fantastic.
Well, I gotta tell you, unsurpassed. We want to ask him a few questions about his background.
I don't need no help from you, pal. I do have some answers. Long time ago, Larry Sharp came here. He brought a man by the name of Bam Bam Bigelow. Well, Bam Bam's nothing. I don't need this man to tell you I was a 3-time All-American. I don't need this man to tell you I broke an NCAA pinning record, because I did, but that's not important. I'm here for one reason, man. To avenge the loss of Bam Bam to a scumbag like Jerry the King Lawler.
Lawler.
Jerry is a king. To avenge the loss of Bam Bam to a scumbag like Jerry the King Lawler.
Lawler? Jerry the King Lawler.
Like Jerry the King Lawler. Now, if Jerry is a king, which all these people think he is,
Woo. That is the Undertaker's
that
brother.
makes you a peasant. And I came here with a mission to destroy a small, insignificant nobody. And I intend on doing it right in the middle of that ring. If you have any questions, you better be ready to answer to me.
If you have any questions, you'd better be ready to answer to Max Payne.
First time on television here on Championship Wrestling. Suddenly, the way everybody's grabbing the microphone and doing their
Overlord Max Payne versus Alan Reynolds.
Okay, the official introduction.
All right, it's going to be a 1-fall, 10-minute time limit match. Introducing from Arkansas at 230 pounds, Alan Reynolds. And going against him from Salt Lake City, Utah, 303 pounds, the Overlord Max Payne.
Lord.
1-fall, 10-minute time limit. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
Oh my gosh.
This Reynolds, under normal circumstances, he's an impressive physical guy, and he got a great build on him, but boy, he's going against such a big guy. I don't know whether you digested all of the information that Max Payne...
This guy just is pure Memphis to me.
But Larry Sharp, just to refresh your memory, Larry is the owner and operator of what is called the Monster Factory, and probably the best-known product is Bam Bam Bigelow, who came out of Larry Sharp's...
Oh no.
That stands on its own. What a slam. No, am I going to pin him?
Memphis loves to do that. It's one of my least favorite
Bam
things.
came in here with Sharp, and...
Unless it's in like a real heavily invested and built storyline.
Sharp fan, and he turned on Larry Sharp, and that's the last we saw.
I thought it was Kevin Sullivan.
From here. Max Payne is saying...
Imagine if Kevin Sullivan was that size.
Sit me down with a mission.
Just imagine a giant Kevin Sullivan.
Is here to see if I'm not going to try for a pin again. This guy, 300 pounds, somewhere in that vicinity, I heard you say, Dave. But
Kevin
I don't know
Sullivan,
exactly what it was, but,
can you tell us about your
300
time
pounds, who's gonna
in the
put
Dungeon of Doom
pounds?
against the Hulkster?
listed.
What was it like working with Jim Barnett?
He was a 3-time NCAA All-American from Iowa State. The record he was talking about, I think a lot of people, anybody who followed amateur wrestling remembers Chris Taylor.
They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to spatula this guy off the mat.
1, 2, 3. I feel sorry for Allen because he just never really had a chance. He just physically was swallowed up.
I lost my contract with WWE because Abdullah the Butcher gave me hepatitis.
Victory. Minute 53 seconds. Oh, Max Payne.
Okay. Yeah. Can somebody bring me the trivia question? I do not have it. But let me. Oh, we've got it on font. Okay, good. That's okay. I didn't know. I do want to explain that starting this week and every week for the next 17 weeks, I believe it is.
17 weeks?
Have a trivia question. Now, what it will be is a question pertaining to wrestling.
Please make a commitment for the next half a year.
For the earliest postmark with the correct answer every week, a winner is going to be selected. And then from that week with the earliest postmark with a correct answer, that winner will win such things as a Renegade Rampage t-shirt, Renegade hat, a set of mugs and all. But more than that, and this is where the great thing,
such items as
by being a weekly winner, because these are really nice prizes on the weekly basis.
I think so, but I'd be open to doing a whole Hannibal stream sometime.
In which the winner will receive a trip to wherever the finals of the Renegade Rampage is going to be held. They'll be given not only the transportation flown to it, they will be put up and billeted and given $500 spending money. And a lot more things.
Wow.
Friends. So I can tell you that if you have the answer to the question and you want to zip out to the post box to get it in for the earliest postmark, weekly winners are very, very important. So that's the way it works. We'll
Man, $500
time to time. Let me see the question now for this week. Here we go.
Which famous wrestler had a brother affectionately referred to as Nuthouse? Well, that would be Jackie Fargo, I think.
Nuthouse. Okay,
Yeah.
We're going to give you the question.
Easy enough.
Nope, hey, there's no point in hollering it out. It doesn't do a thing. You got to have a
Did you hear that? He got salty.
Okay, we're referred to as Nuthouse. Okay, we're going to give you the question. Nope, hey, there's no point in hollering it out. It doesn't do a thing. You got to have a postcard, earliest postmark, in order to become a weekly winner. Just make it that simple.
Oh my God.
Renegade Rampage Trivia Contest answer.
Hey, now listen, there ain't no point in yelling it out.
Trivia Contest, WMC TV 5, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis,
Oh man, this is
Tennessee,
going on
38104. WMC TV 5, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38104. Please put on there a wrestling trivia or trivia contest so that yours won't get lost in a lot of mail or somewhere else. And the earliest postmark each week is going to be the winner of not only the nifty, neat little prizes. Next week, I want to have the prizes here so everybody can see them. But it will qualify you if you are the winner for that grand prize, which is a dandy. And we're going to elaborate on it more as time goes by. You got the question. We hope you got the answer. Send it in, and we'll hope maybe we'll have your name and be reading it off before very long, like next week. Time out right now. Boy, we've got so much to do and so little time to do it. We'll take time. Be back in a moment.
Fargo! Fargo! The guy that yelled it first. Fargo!
Wednesday night at the
EFD.
Evansville Coliseum. One of the matches, no time limit, no disqualification. Funkin' Con against Manny Fernandez. You'll be with him.
You know, Randy, those guys are real tough. They're real tough when it's 2-on-1. You know, they bring out here these goofy dolls and call the bull the raging cow. Well, that's real big and bad. If you guys want to talk, just do all the talking you want. But me and the bull are going to do the talking in the ring right there in Evansville. And it's going to be 2-on-2. Would you say no DQ, no time? That's just how we like it, brother. You guys better show up.
It's just how we like it.
Want to bring in now the superstar Bill Dundee. I had the Rockers out here a few minutes
ago. Oh, here we go.
I can imagine what they're saying. They can say anything they want, Punk, but just let me tell you something, brother, and you better get it real good. Well, we're not selling you short. I have watched you on ESPN. And you're a great team. Like we said, if you're going to bring age into it, for two little boys, you're a great team. When the king and the superstar ain't got nobody around here big enough and bad enough to beat up, they beat up one another because we don't like to wrestle punks, and that's what you are, and that's what we're going to show the people you are. So all you folks bring a diaper down there that night, and because when we beat him, we're going to put it on him, especially you, Michaels, because you got something I don't like, and you know what it is? It's a pretty face, and I'm going to beat it till it's black and blue.
So Bill Dundee thinks that Shawn Michaels has an attractive face, and in response to that, he wants to get physical with him and force him to wear a diaper.
That's right. And Janetti, you're at the lunch somewhere, Jack. Your elevator don't go all the way to the top. Well, I'm just going to tell you something.
Called it.
We're going to win them AWA belts right there in Evansville Coliseum. And if it starts in the ring and finishes up in the bathroom, we really don't care. The only thing we care about...
If it ends up in the bathroom, he don't care?
From the king and the
what a promo.
We're going to do that.
A lot of colors climbing in the ring right there in just the two of them. Ron and Don Bruise, the identical twins. The
oh, wow. Rockers versus the Bruise Brothers.
And let me tell you, theirs will not be an easy chore today. They're going to be in with a very confident World Tag Team Champions in a non-title bout, the Midnight Rockers. Here they come. Belt over each shoulder. One of them is the Southern Tag belt. The other is the AWA World Championship belt. And if they can stop admiring themselves long enough, we'll get this match underway, Davey.
Hey, what's up, Jedi Rich?
The expiration of time, the Bruise Brothers, Ron and Don, total weight of 501 pounds out of Apopka, Florida. And going against them, the holders of the Southern Heavyweight, Southern Tag Team belts and the AWA World Tag Team belts, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, the Midnight Rockers. They weigh in at a total of 462. They're out of San Antonio, Texas, and Columbus, Georgia. It's going to be Shawn Michaels starting against one of the Bruise Brothers, and I frankly still can't tell them apart.
Okay, that's Ron that's starting in there right now. And Don, I don't know why I'm so confident of that, except that there is something...
Be interesting to look at the Memphis Gates. Cornette has some coverage of that. If you go look for, like, he goes back 40 years, and he goes pretty in-depth on that in his time in Memphis.
About their look, I don't know what it is. If you were to ask me, how do you tell them apart? I don't know, but I would bet you that that's Ron.
That's Ron, okay.
Yeah, that is Ron.
Fart in his ear.
Guys, we've said it before, but for those of you who are just now joining us and where you have been...
I saw Joy's in New York now, right?
Singing group, Sawyer Brown, and they're young and learning. Marty Jannetty, Shawn Michaels, young, but there's an area
fire this ref.
to learn. Whoa, nice whip coming off of Ron Bruise. Monkey flip, Shawn Michaels out into the center of the ring, hooks the arm, takes him over and down, and Michaels a little surprised at the agility of big Ron Bruise. Stops to have a word with Marty Jannetty saying, doesn't he know that we're the World Tag Champions?
That's right. Apparently not enough respect for him, huh? They were upset earlier that we had announced they were on a standby match, which they were due to the title match we had at the beginning of the program.
The Rodney Dangerfield of professional wrestling.
Get no respect.
We don't get no respect.
Well, one thing they have said today that you do have to take note of, and that is they're young, but already they are twice world champions.
Well, if you're from the future and you've already watched my taste test for the tonic that I drank this morning, now that I've processed it throughout the stream, if you want the other type of review for it, I would say it is definitely worth it. It's pretty good.
That's Don Bruise in there now. Took the tag from Ron, and he has taken over.
Especially for only being 10 milligrams, it was pretty good.
Out to see, and on the big arm bar, Shawn Michaels.
That's Don Bruise right there, right?
Yeah, right.
Don working against Shawn Michaels.
He climbs back up to all 6'6" of him with Shawn in. Double. Oh, boy, that's a lot of upper arm, isn't it?
Sure is. Yeah. Great teamwork by the Bruise Brothers.
A lot of upper arm.
Two is all they can
counting down. We've got about 3 minutes left in the expiration of time as the Bruise Brothers
tag team champs are on a standby match. Can you believe it?
Marty, and Marty comes right in and stiffs him. I mean, right under the chin. He was kind of trying to avoid Shawn. He was off the slingshot effect of the rope, and boy, Marty just timed it perfect.
Man, this guy's really selling for Marty Jannetty. Holy shit.
Jannetty shooting the word over to Shawn Michaels. Pardon me, David. Oh, that's what he was doing. I thought he was going down to have a word to say to somebody in the audience. He went down there, came around.
Yeah, I think so. Didn't they get in trouble there, though, because of some of their tattoos?
Shawn Michaels whips Don Bruise across the room. Count of one, count of two, but he takes him out of it.
Tag made on Marty
Were people calling for the DDT?
Work against Ron Bruise.
2 minutes to go.
Put him in a body bag?
We're going to carry every minute of it. I tell you, the Bruise Brothers right now have gone into a slump.
This one guy out there is really letting loose.
With a right hand. That was no open hand. Jannetty backing him into the rope. A whip across the ring. Aha! Caught him with that foot. Gets to the corner. Gets the fresh man. Good. They're learning. Boy, I'll tell you, every match we see them, they look better.
They're learning.
Blue Denim Bruise Brothers in there with Michaels and Jannetty.
Now they can open doors.
Breaking down on this event. About less than a minute to go as Shawn Michaels out of the ring. Marty runs in. He's rolled off. The referee over, running the other.
Oh.
Michaels jumps off the ropes, nails him. There's a cover by Marty Jannetty. This is going to be it. Yeah, he got him.
Well, you just going to watch it? You're not going to come in. You got till 5. What are you doing? Oh, my God. Why didn't he break up the pin? Oh, my God. What a debacle.
As the Rockers get the fall.
And legal or not. Yeah. Oh, boy. That wouldn't be ruined by man. It sure is hard to be humble. That's the theme song.
Hard to be humble.
That's the kind of teamwork that won them twice the World Tag Champion, whether it's legal or not. These guys work as well together as anybody we've seen along.
I wanted to see Marty Jannetty finally get his.
In just one moment.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, a couple of good matches. Actual, like, really good matches today.
The title match, the CWA heavyweight title, Lawler against Jimmy Jack.
Remember Mad Dog?
As we said at the time, not one.
I'm always going to have a special place in my heart for Mad Dog.
Brought Tijo out to the corner. Lawler felt he needed Jarrett.
Todd Morton.
It got into an accusation of hair pulling type thing. Ended up with a brawl down here on the floor, and the referee says, "I'm stopping this one right now. Can't keep him in the ring." Stop match. Lawler does keep the title.
Yes.
So he's still the CWA heavyweight champion.
So, shenanigans by Jimmy Jack Funk starting all that hair pulling stuff.
Shenanigans.
A good legitimate shot at the title.
Really did. He had no chance to win it when all that started going.
Hey, you know, I bet you some folks that started with us are gone because they're out mailing their Renegade Rampage trivia question answer, and we probably lost them for the end of the show. That's okay. We'll get them back next week. Speaking next week, we'll see you then.
All right, I don't have time for another episode, but I do want to watch a real quick because we're a little bit behind on Savvy Guy. So the wrestling portion is over if you're just here for that. I'm just going to watch a Savvy Guy real quick. Here we go. Be mindful of talking reckless in the midst of problems.
What's going on, guys? I don't know where you guys are located in the country, but I've been getting heat rashes, guys. I literally been getting heat rashes, guys, because it's so hot here in the South. It's so hot here in the South, guys.
See ya, ATF Media.
But I want to get into a discussion real quick with you guys. I know this type of heat draws some really bad storms. But I want to get into a little quick discussion with you guys. Want to do some talking. I want to talk to you guys about, I just want to tell you guys, and this is something I had to learn. Regardless of what you may be going through or facing in your life, it's never an excuse.
Thanks, Izzy.
To
yes, Daninsky.
Say reckless things that are just off the wall. To say things that you would regret, or to say things that you normally would not say. Regardless of what you're dealing with in life, regardless of what you're going through in life, I just want to tell you guys, be mindful of what you say. That's what I had to learn. Be mindful of the things you say. Regardless of what you're dealing with in your life. Be mindful of the things you say, because, you know, once you put certain things in the atmosphere, you can't take those things back. You know, once you've said certain things, once you've sown certain seeds, you know, you can't take those things back. This is coming from a mature mindset, because in my past, you know, I said things that I should have never said. You know, I was frustrated, going through a lot of things in life, and I said things that I just should have never said in my life. And, you know, sometimes life can really get frustrating. Life can really present you with a lot of problems in life, and life can weigh on you. And sometimes you'll get so frustrated in life to where you will say things that you really don't mean. Because when I used to make my presentations, when I was in my younger days, when I was in my 20s, you know, when I made my first presentation back when I was 19, you know, I said things and did things that I should have never done. You know, I said things that were off the wall. I said things that were reckless. But what I had to learn coming from a mature...
He used to do those things. He used to say out-of-pocket things. He doesn't say do that anymore. He's coming from a mature mindset.
At 36 years old, I had to learn, be mindful of the things you say and be mindful of the things that come out of your mouth, because once you put certain things out there, you can't take it back, you know, and you just don't want to put certain energy out there that don't need to be out there. I mean, life is rough. I mean, life can really present you with some really tough circumstances.
Why doesn't Keemstar hire this guy to replace Wings?
You know, life can make you frustrated. Life can really make you depressed too. You know, life can definitely beat you down.
Sure.
You know, and I just want to shine a light and tell you guys that
shine a light.
Just be mindful of the things you say, because, you know, once you put certain stuff out there, you can't take it back. I mean, I've been through a lot in my life. I've had a lot of challenges in my life.
Oreo Man days.
I've experienced a lot of negative circumstances in my life.
He's very well. He's very well archived. A lot of that stuff survived.
I'm trying to do, in spite of all of the hell, I'm just trying to be mindful of the things that I say, because you don't want to give. You just don't want to say nothing that you'll regret. One of the worst things in the world is to live life with a regret. You never want to live with regret.
True.
That's one thing you don't want to do. And that's why you want to be mindful of the things that you say. And in my younger days, I said certain things that was off the wall back when I was in my 20s, when I was a teenager. You know, I even did things that were dumb. You know, when I was a kid, you know, when I was very young. But, you know, you live and you learn.
That's a young mindset.
You know, that's why life is it's a learning journey. You know, I'm glad that I've come a long way from where I used to be, because certain things that I would say in the past was just reckless. You know, but life is a learning journey. You live and you learn.
Oh boy, learning journey.
You know, that's why if I was a father and I had children, I would never try to force my kids to grow up and think like an adult too fast. See, you got some parents, they want their kids to grow up and they want their kids to think on the level of a grown person too fast. Let a child be a child.
Smoke a J with this guy?
and you teach them along the way.
He's never had sex, Jedi Rich.
You know, because you gonna F up. You know, when you a kid, when you're young, you're gonna make bad decisions.
He just wants to get his face in some buns.
It's all a part of the learning process.
Get his face into a big drum.
You know, the older you get, the wisdom comes.
Fat drum.
And you learn from the dumb things that you did in your younger days, and you know that you see a better way the older you get. Life is a learning lesson. It's a forever.
In other words, if we go back and look at Savvy's content, we're not going to see him making the same mistakes over and over again. He's not going to keep going down the same pathways. We're going to see a constant evolution in Savvy Guy's approach to life. He's certainly not going to be stuck on the same loops for years on end.
Learning journey. That's what life is.
Just a learning journey.
And this is why I'm just here to say in this presentation, just be mindful of the things that you say and be mindful of the things that you do, because like I stated, you don't want to live life with regret. You don't want to be like, man, you know, in my younger days when I was a youngin', I was saying some crazy stuff.
The matches are all in
I was doing some,
Memphis,
some
Tennessee.
dumb stuff, some off-the-wall stuff.
At the TV station.
You know? I think about some of the things I did when I was a kid. It was just dumb. But, you know, you live and you learn. I was a kid then. You know? It's just that, like I say, guys, you just don't want to live life with regret.
True.
And I had to learn, too, in life, don't be
Rich
so
is like
hard on
behind in the
yourself,
stream,
because you can't beat yourself up.
He might be like Lawler.
Because I used to beat myself up over things that I did in my younger days, over things that I did when I was a teenager, over things that I did when I was in my 20s. But I had to realize and come to terms and understand that I was young then. You know, when you a kid, when you young, you gonna do dumb stuff. But once you grow up and you become an adult, you
mature
think like
mindset.
an adult, you know, and you put away childish things. Like, I can see a lot of growth within myself from the time I was in my 20s to now.
Sure.
You know, I've come a long way. You know, I mean, I see the transitions. I see the transition from my 20s to my 30s. I've changed a lot mentally. I've changed a whole lot. A lot of the things that I said in my 20s, a lot of the reckless things that I said, a lot of the reckless things that I was doing.
Wow, what an introspective presentation.
Because I realized that that's just not the way to go about things, regardless of what you're going through in life. Sometimes, you know, when you're frustrated in life, when you're mad, when life is beating you down, when you're going through a lot in life, it can cause you to act out of character. You know, it can cause you to do things that you wouldn't normally do. It can cause you to act a fool. But I understand that at this point in my life, at 36, I understand that as a grown man, you know, at the level that I'm at this point in my life, I understand that regardless of what you're going through in life, you still gotta, you still gotta have some kind of dignity about yourself. You don't just, you don't just do anything and say all kind of reckless things.
Daninsky, would you say that's the one thing that everyone, however they feel about him, could say about Blubber Lips Ben, is that he's kept his dignity through everything?
You still got to keep a level head, regardless of what you're dealing with in life. You know? But I understand that now, at this point in my life. But I just felt this would be a good topic, because I was just thinking to myself, in my younger days, like, I did a lot of reckless things. And I said a lot of reckless things. I said a lot of things that I shouldn't have been saying. Stuff that was just crazy. You know? I was saying a lot of crazy things. But, you know, I was young. And, you know, I was going through a lot of things in life.
Is this an apology video?
But I understand at this point in my life, regardless of what you're dealing with, you know, you still got to hold yourself together. But you guys, make sure you leave your comments. Let me know what you think about this. You guys have a good evening.
I like the energy in this, and we still have another like 60 seconds, which is kind of amazing.
I just want to say have a happy Wednesday, and I'll talk to you guys soon. And any topic that you would like to hear that I have not spoken about yet, leave that in the comments of this presentation, and I will make sure to do it in the next presentation.
Brandon Law.
I'll make sure to discuss whatever you want me to discuss in the next presentation. But I hope that this was this presentation. I hope this gave some wisdom to certain people to just remember, regardless of what you're going through, hold it together. Don't allow your problems to get the best of you.
True.
And don't allow the circumstances of life to cause you to do things that you wouldn't normally do.
You got it, Savvy.
But you guys have a good evening. Talk to you soon.
Well, another great presentation from Savvy Guy. Wow. I got to go, though, but I appreciate you hanging out, watching Memphis Wrestling with me, catching up with Savvy Guy. I'll be here tomorrow at 8:15 Central for Boyd Watch Live. Then I'll be here Monday for Chapter 2 in the Luke West Doomer dossier. And then I'll definitely be back Thursday for Primetime, Friday for Memphis, so on and so forth. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon.